Chat. Chat tool. Chat tool. All right, let me get this going. I noticed something, and I apologize that I'm a little behind here. I owe you guys like 5 minutes, but I had noticed something that was some crazy stuff, and it appears that me changing my title late is not a good idea, and it doesn't work properly. And you guys don't see it that way. So I didn't notice that. I thought it was changing it, but it's changing it after the fact. So like after the stream is over and it starts editing, that's when it changes it. It doesn't change it while I'm streaming. So that's not good. So that means on the next stream tomorrow, I'm gonna have to change the title to because I changed the title so that people got a better idea of what exactly I support, which is everything. So it's kind of difficult to give people the right. I want to give people the right impression. So let me make sure everything is good and copacetic, which that looks weird, but okay, whatever. Alrighty. So just give me 1 second here and make sure everything's good and start killing some of this stuff that's going on. I don't want to have sounds going on in the background. Okay. Okay, which one are we on? I think we're on this one. Well, it can't be this one because this is way too many. Nah, it's not this. We're not on that no more. So minimize that. Keep that. And close that. so you guys can't hear that. And then let me wiki articles. That's weird. I thought somebody had a question on this. That's so weird. Okay, maybe I just clicked on the wrong one. Whatever, I'll accept it. Farim, how you doing? How you be? Top to the AB. And I am so sorry that I was a little late. I was doing something very interesting, which I will show you in like 8 seconds. So I hope everybody had a good day at work. First, we'll start off with the normal stuff. Hope everybody had a good day at work. Hope everybody, you know, if everybody is working or if you're off. I'm thinking about taking off for another week so I can really get going with a few things. But I'll figure it out by tomorrow because I don't have a choice. But I hope everybody had a good day at work. And yeah, so this channel, this format, this live stream, what we typically do is it's random. Okay, so but there is some not random, I don't know, order to it. So every 30 minutes I do troubleshooting, and then 30 minutes we have a break, and that's when I'm gaming and stuff like that. But even during the gaming, you can ask questions in chat, and if I'm available, I'll answer them if I see them. And then we kind of go back to tech and then back to gaming and so on and so forth. So that's typically how we handle those situations, but it's usually at 30-minute intervals. So if you see me playing a game and you came here for tech, just ask your question in the chat, or just wait to the 30-minute interval and then I'll go back to tech. If you came here from the gaming side or from the Rick and Morty series, then just wait around and obviously I'll get back to gaming. So yeah, so either or. I feel like I have to let everybody know, because it's kind of like, it's a little confusing because you may come on and I'm like playing video games and it's like, man, it's supposed to be education. Well, it is education. It's very hard to take in 3 hours of troubleshooting a lot of issues back to back to back to back. Because you got to think about it, the speed that we go, I can run through, if I was actually doing this for 3 hours, I would run through like 50 of these, but at the same time, I'd be completely exhausted. So I would rather not do that. So that's the reason why we break it up like that. Now, all that being said, okay, I'm also trying to grow the channel, but two, grow my setup and builds and all that kind of stuff. So that's not even trying to, it's more of a waiting game really at this point. There was a question yesterday where a person was asking, they had a MacBook Pro 2012, right? So it's pretty old, a MacBook Pro 2012, and they were asking about slowness. They were having slowness over the years, and they were wondering if I can assist. And essentially, the MacBook Pro from 2012, and I even had to go back and look at it just to verify, but I was actually right even when I told them that, because the MacBook Pro from 2012 can have either 4 gigs or 8 gigs. So even back then, they had MacBook Pros with only 4 gigs of RAM. Granted, Macs handle RAM better than Windows. I want to make that point clear. But over the years, after you get update after update after update, it's a possibility that your drive may be overutilized or your RAM may be overutilized. So I told him, basically go to the left-hand corner of the screen, click on Windows, I think I called it Windows Preferences, and then go down to your hard drive and your memory and see if they're oversubscribed. That is a way that you can troubleshoot it. It's not that way is wrong. It's just that anybody can give them that. So I wanted to go back and talk about it. So that's what I was doing. I was literally spent all my time so that I can do this. So now I can actually troubleshoot Windows or Mac issues like straight up. So now what I really wanted to say is, now that I can actually go into a Mac screen. So basically it was actually, depending on which version of OS you have, Mac OS you have, it is system settings. And then here you can actually go and look at your storage, which is, I cannot see from this far away. Where'd it go? Sound, Bluetooth, screen, desktop, login, keyboard, mouse. Okay, we'll just go this way. So we'll go, because I can't even see about this Mac. And then go to more info. And then for more info, you can actually do it from here. So just scroll down and you can see it from your storage from here. So you can go here and see your storage and see if it's fully utilized. Another thing you can do is, if you're from terminal, you can actually do a command. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Can everybody see? Yeah, you can see that it's the whole screen because I'm using the same screen you using. All right, let's make it a tad bit bigger. Okay, so you can use a command called top, and top is a Linux command, but obviously Apple products is based off of it. So what you can do here is that it will tell you your physical memory right here, and it will tell you how much is actually being utilized and how much is unused. So typically Macs and a lot of other operating systems, they tend to hold memory. So even if it's showing like so like for example, this guy here has 8 gigs. Even if it's showing that it's holding 6, it may not actually be holding them for applications. It's just holding them in order to get ready. So it has a gig left that's unused. So in his particular case, it's a possibility that he may have had some memory, like very, very low memory. And what Linux typically tends to do is that whenever it runs out of memory, it switches to SSD memory. Now, if you think about it, just think about like a motherboard and a CPU. The actual memory modules are actually really, really close to the CPU. So think about SSDs and NVMe SSDs, they're actually much further away from the actual CPU, so it tends to be slower. But it can go to physical memory and use some of that. We call it swap. So you can actually be using swap memory. So what I should have said is that you can go into top and take a look at your memory and hard drive utilization. And then from here, that can let you know exactly where you may be having a problem. So if you're seeing slowness, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that your hard drive is not full, as well as look at your memory, because more than likely you may be using what's called swap memory. So that's what I should have said. But I didn't have it in front of me, so I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. And plus, I'm good with Macs, but I'm not good with Macs at the point where I am with Windows. Like I've been doing Windows since I was a kid, but I've been doing Mac for maybe 6-7 years. So it's not as intuitive in my head as Windows is, but that's what I should have said. So I was just kind of wanted to go back and talk about that. But yeah, I literally went and bought a Mac Mini just so that I can troubleshoot Mac issues better. So yes, that was a thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll just get off of that here and we'll go back to the chat. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty here. Let me go ahead and get rid of that mouse and get rid of this keyboard. Oh, also, if you guys do get Macs or have Macs, I recommend this. It's super cheap, but what it does is it lifts up the Apple keyboard so that it's not on the ground, because this keyboard is super, super flat. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can see that. So it lifts it up off the ground so this guy isn't super, super flat, because what you'll know about the Apple keyboard is that one, it is super, super tiny. And two, if you have big hands, it's awful. I actually hated the Apple keyboard for the first 2 to 3 years of me having Mac products. But as soon as I got this, it changes everything, because what it does is it lifts it up. And if you put like your like an armrest or something over your wrist, then you can type on this just fine. And once you can type on it, then yeah, it's just a regular keyboard at that point. So just letting you guys know, it's called a Escape Flip keyboard stand. But it's definitely one of the best stands out there, and it has different modes, so it can go to the highest, or it can go just slightly up. So yeah, if you guys are in the market, or you really hate the Apple keyboard like I did when I first started, then that's what I would recommend. So let me move that over to the side here, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna take a little bit of time off the gaming, so we probably go maybe 7:35, but we'll see. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started here. So, so this one here is going to be from Die Zombie 534. Die Zombie writes, Marvel Spider-Man keeps popping up with an error message saying my graphics card is too low to be used. I have a RTX 3070 8 gigs, and that's way above minimum other stuff below. What should I do? Device name, okay, Intel 12th gen. He has a i7 12700F, and then he has RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, and then he also has a 64-bit operating system. Okay. Windows 10, what? AMD equivalent, what? Or AMD equivalent? Those are the requirements. Okay. So just got a new PC. These are the specs. Deleted some stuff for privacy. Tried to play it, and then that message popped up, and I ignored it. Went into the game, and it glitched out. Spider-Man was copied like 100 times. Whenever I moved the mouse, so I restarted. The message popped up, but it worked this time. These are Spider-Man's requirements. I don't care what Spider-Man's requirements are. What are your thoughts? Well, if you're having an issue in Spider-Man and it's telling your graphics are too low, then you may be having some issues with your graphics card itself being detected in this particular game. Well, I mean, you don't mention whether or not you play other games outside of Spider-Man, but what I would say is one would be to update your GPU drivers and see if that resolves it. Also, try to reinstall Spider-Man from the Steam store. Also, when you change your settings to the lowest settings, does it also freeze up? What's interesting is that he was talking about it's popping up with an error message saying my graphics card is too low to be used. It's almost like it's having issues detecting his graphics card, and it was freezing because of it. Well, yeah, I'll go with that. And also, I'd say this: do you have issues in other games as well? We'll do it that way, right? So we'll kind of hit them with the double whammy and just ask them just a bunch of questions, because it's not quite enough information to go off of. You know, I know that his processor is cool, his RAM is cool, but his graphics card is great. So but his graphics card may be a little bit faulty. So maybe other games are having that issue as well, or some type of issue. It doesn't necessarily have to be this. It doesn't have to manifest itself in this way, because Spider-Man may be the only game that actually lets him know in that manner. So, sorry, some water. Oh, okay, that's tea. All right, Zombie 534. I hope that helps. So let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Okay, so this is from I'm Hakage Datebeo. Naruto writes, Ethernet port too small. I tried connecting an Ethernet cable into one of the LAN ports of my router, but the hole felt so tight. I'm not. It's too easy. I didn't hear it click that I was forcing it in. Again, I'm not. It's too easy. The other end of the cable fit into my PC smoothly. I called them up and they said use Cat6 Ethernet, but what I don't understand is all Ethernet cables should be the same size regardless of what size they are. That's correct. I feel like the port is just too small. Well, I mean, if you put it, oh God, I'm adding to the madness. If you put it in, then most likely there was just, no, he said his router, right? I was thinking he was talking about like a jack. So no. If you put it in, then most likely it was Ethernet, but may have had some debris in the port. I'm not gonna say hole. I'm not gonna say it. In the port. So if I can't get my mind out the gutter long enough to answer his question. If it didn't go into the port, then it may be a phone jack. I feel like the ports are just too small. Yeah. Do you have DSL? Is this a DSL modem or MTA? Oh, nobody knows what MTA is. Me, you old bastard. Telephone modem. All right, so we'll say that way. I'm willing to bet you have an RJ1112 port back there too. So if you can't share a picture, look at it and how many good pins you see. Should be 8 pins for an Ethernet cable. Anything less than that port is not for an Ethernet. Yeah. RJ45 and where you're attempting to plug it in, plus the router brand and model will be super helpful. Yeah, when it's too small, it's not Ethernet, but more of a phone port, RJ11, which is okay. We're all saying the same thing. Okay, so I was hoping somebody may have said something interesting, but no, we're all just kind of on the same page on this one. So yeah, it just sounds like if it didn't fit, it's gonna be a phone jack. Alrighty, bro. What was that? Oh, Naruto. I hope that helps. Alrighty, so this is from Fluku writes, accidentally deleted Bluetooth from device manager, please help. Hi there, I couldn't connect my controller to my PC because my Bluetooth was not working. In an attempt to fix this, I read articles on how to fix these and I attempted to uninstall and reinstall the Bluetooth driver from device manager. However, I did not read the instructions properly and uninstalled the wrong Bluetooth drivers, and now there is no Bluetooth in device manager or anywhere else on my computer. I can't use Bluetooth at all. It says that my Bluetooth is not on my computer. Please help if possible. Oh, well. Okay, if you disable Bluetooth, right? Won't it still show in device manager? It's just that it will show us disabled, and therefore you should be able to right click and enable it, right? Let me make sure of that before I start. Oh, I'm not about to sit here and disable my Bluetooth, but and then have everything that I have over here just stop working. But let me just check something real quick. Yeah. If you disable the device, it still shows up in the device manager. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so if you disabled the device, then it still should show up in device manager. In device manager. If you disable the device, then it still should show up in device manager, thereby allowing you to enable it. If it's uninstalled, then it would reinstall itself if the motherboard detected the Bluetooth what is it called? Card. Is this a laptop? If so, your Wi-Fi may be down as well, or is it working? Bluetooth and Wi-Fi go hand in hand. If you uninstalled your Bluetooth, your Wi-Fi may be gone too. So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of what exactly she's working with. So, you know, if she's saying, hey, it's a laptop, then your Wi-Fi may be gone if you try to uninstall that Bluetooth. So I just want to see exactly what state she's at, because it'd be kind of weird if you uninstalled and then rebooted and it came back up and it did not reinstall, but your Wi-Fi is still there. Does that make sense? Because they're the exact same card. So if you uninstall and it takes the Wi-Fi with it, and then you reboot and it tries to install them both, that makes sense. Or not install both, that also makes sense. That just means that you may have a problem with your card and it may have to be reseated. But in this particular situation, yeah, we just need some more information, because they didn't mention exactly what they were using, so we just need some more data. But that's how I would rock with that one. Rock that one. I will throw a rock at this person. No, that's how I would handle that particular situation. It's kind of an interesting one. You know, you really just need to know whether or not that Bluetooth is with that Wi-Fi. If it was with that Wi-Fi, well, I would think that if it was with that Wi-Fi, she would actually be like, oh, my internet's also down because of this. But I guess we'll find out when they reply. So I guess we'll pick it up tomorrow. Hope that helps, Faluke. Keep us posted. Alrighty. This one is from RZ Bricks, yo. RZ Bricks writes, stereo speakers making weird noise. Of course, the speaker issue from somebody with RZ Bricks, or RZR Bricks. All right, so I have Thonet and Vander Kugel speakers, which is pretty pro. For listening to music, it only has one port for a digital optical cable, most do, and only one port for aux. I use a Demon turntable for when I want to listen to my records, and I can crank the volume and especially use my speaker's bass and treble sliders to add more, and everything plays fine. I'll also use an Arcam Alpha. Oh, sorry, my little sister. I also use, what do I say? an RCam Alpha 7 CD player. I'm using aux input on both of these to connect them to my speakers. So I switch out one pair of aux cables for another. However, when I use my CD player and play music using the same volume settings on my speakers, which I use for my turntable, the bass in my speakers start to distort and fart at random points in a song. Have no clue what the issue is. The chords for everything are in good condition and plugged in properly. Anyone know what this issue is? All right, let me go back over it because my little sister just totally messed me up on that. All right, so let's look at this. Okay, he said, I use a Demon turntable for when I want to listen to my records, and I can crank the volume and especially use my speakers and bass and treble sliders to add more and everything plays fine. I also use an RCam Alpha 7 CD player. I'm using an aux input on both of these to connect them to my speakers. Okay, so I just switched out one pair of aux cables for another. However, when I use my CD player and play music using the same volume settings on my speaker, which I use for my turntable, the bass in my speaker starts to distort. Well, the aux cable is the orange one, right? I would just say, if that's the case, I would try, well, if it starts to distort, I wonder if serial speakers for listening to music, it only has that one port for digital optical. Okay. So what I would say for this is to try a different what do you say, aux cable for your CD player. Out of curiosity, does the CD player have I want to say okay, optic cable. I like the way he was going. I was going to say SPDIF because I'm that old, but yeah, optical cable. Have an optical cable in the back. If so, I would try to hook up my CD player to the speakers using that port instead. Also, I'm pretty sure you can find a aux to optical cable. Don't quote me on that. Let me check. Aux to optical. Yeah. You should be there. They should exist. Yeah. You can do that. But yeah, that aux, man. The popping and farting and that kind of stuff I get that all the time. Generally, it just means there's a short somewhere or something that isn't grounded and stuff like that. But when you start to deal with speakers, I would just try to bypass it and see if that resolves the issue. And if it does, then I would kind of work my way back. So that's typically how you handle that, especially when not being there. Typically, you want to be there whenever you're dealing with like TV type stuff. But I kind of get the gist of his issue. It's just, it's kind of hard. That's not him. This is him. Also, I'm pretty sure you can find an aux to optical cable if it doesn't have the port. All right, so we'll go with that. I don't have, I definitely don't have this kind of a sound setup because I have neighbors, so that's probably not the best way to go about it. But yeah, man, I hope that helps. Let us know. I guess I'll keep track on it and see exactly what happens there. It's kind of an interesting one. It's rare that I get speaker issues. Now, I do have that background. It's just it's not as often because when you go to Best Buy and you talk to people like that, they're typically at that point they're usually what's it called, Magnolia. So I used to work in Magnolia, but the products that I would sell would be like home TV type stuff and things that you don't necessarily need a whole setup for, like specific speakers and all that. So I never got a chance to really buy one for myself. Like my speakers, I go with Bose, like the whole kit with the gigantic subwoofer that's circular and doesn't actually emit any vibration, even though it kind of does. That's usually that's as far as I go with it. But at the same time, I do know a lot about it because I used to work in the Magnolia area. So yeah, RZR Bricks. I hope that helps. Keep us posted. Alrighty, so this is from CJ Tech Nut 1216. CJ Tech writes, unable to hear people's voicemails. Okay, so phone one. So I've tried having my network reset and resetting the settings on my phone. AT&T has tried to resolve it as well, no avail. That's kind of interesting that he even bothered to try. The problem, I make a call and I get the person, I can hear them when I call and they're unavailable. I can hear it ringing and stop ringing. However, when it stops ringing and I'm routed to their voicemail, but it's silent on my side, okay, I can make a call, and if I get this person, I can hear them. Okay. So he can make a call, and if they pick up the call, he hears them just fine. Okay. However, when he calls and it goes to their voicemail, he cannot hear them. Or however, when I call, however, when it stops ringing and I'm routed to their voicemail, it's silent on my side. Okay, let me think about this. He said, okay, he didn't answer this all the way because he didn't answer what happens if he calls and it goes straight to voicemail. He added that they had to not have picked up in order for it to go to voicemail. So, okay, so there's two different things that are happening here. So if okay, depending on what kind of phone service and servers they have, typically your phone and going to a particular phone number and then going to voicemail is two totally different things. So if it's going to the phone and then it's routing, right? Then and he can't hear whenever it's routing. So basically it may be an issue between that phone server actually sending that information over to the voicemail system. So that may be where the problem is, as opposed to him just going straight to the voicemail system. Does that make sense? If they don't pick up. So well, technically if you call somebody, it always goes to their phone and then it goes to the voicemail system. So, okay, so the reason why AT&T and companies like that can't really help is because you would have to prove that everyone is having this issue. So if you can't prove that, then that won't necessarily work. Now, let's throw a wrench in it. So let's throw a wrench in this. You have a S22. What happens if you make a Wi-Fi call instead? Do you have the issue? That's all I gotta say. We're done. Drop the mic. We're done. That's all you have to say on that one. Because if you make a Wi-Fi call and you don't have the problem, then you can push that back on AT&T. It says, okay, hey, if I make a Wi-Fi call, okay, I do not have this problem. I can hear the voicemail just fine. I only have the problem when I use your service to make that call. But at the same time, they probably still won't help. So let me add some more. So even though that's a mic drop, I'll add some more. If it doesn't have an issue when using Wi-Fi calling, then how do you say this? Reseat your data card. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but yeah, your data card. Yeah, your phone card, data card. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I think people know what I'm talking about. I may not know what I'm talking about, but yeah, the little data card, the little SIM card. SIM card, that's the word. That is the word. That is the word, bird. SIM card. So yeah, that first sentence is actually a mic drop on that one though. Because as soon as you switch over to Wi-Fi calling, if he's correct and it really is AT&T's fault, then, as soon as you switch over to Wi-Fi calling, it should work just fine. So yeah, we just need some more information, bro. Let us know, TechNut. TechNut. Alrighty, so it's 7:38. We'll take one more and then we'll switch off to games. This has been pretty good. It's been pretty productive. No Mac issues, and we look okay. All right. so far. All right, so this is okay, well then we'll just do this one then. So this one is like okay. So this child prodigy here wanted to build a computer, and he was talking about the devices and stuff like that. And then we gave him some advice. We were like, hey, I would say you are ironically good at this considering it's your first time. Congrats, bro. On behalf of the technical world, I hereby say you are one of us. You could, but as a starting video editor, you may not need it, especially if you go Adobe Suite, but you may also be a child prodigy. So if you have the budget, I wouldn't be mad at you. He was talking about going with a 12600K versus the CPU he was talking about, which was a 5600. And then he said, haha, thanks. I did a lot of research beforehand on each component, but just wanted to ask here for additional advice. I think I'll stick with the 5600 for the time being. Shouldn't do me fine for a few years. And he's absolutely right. A 5600 will definitely do you fine, especially if you switch to Adobe Suite. If you're doing Adobe Suite, then a mid-range CPU is actually okay if you have enough RAM. Like he has 32 gigs of RAM. So that's going to be good for the live view, and then he'll render with the graphics card as long as he keeps it at VBR 1 pass, or if he keeps it at CBR. So he's fine, which is what, constant bit rate versus variable bit rate, but only 1 pass. If he does variable bit rate 2 pass, then it will just be straight CPU. But we're just talking about hardware versus software encoding at that point. But yeah, for this right here, I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think we'll just finish this out here. So yeah, we're done here. So we're done, BB98, blah, 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 blah. I hope that helps. So we got a positive win here. My karma's gone up. You know, I know 12 isn't a lot for most people. Some people have like 200,000. But for me, just starting with Reddit, I'll take my 12. I was at 5 yesterday. So, hey, that means that we've helped a lot of people positively. All right, cool. Let's do a break for a game and we'll come back. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That sounds about right. 4, 8, 12. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, just making sure I'm not doing it wrong. Or 6 and 12, I guess, and be at that point. But it's fine. Either way. Let's do How in Life, because I can make characters. I want to do Cyberpunk, but I think Cyberpunk has nudity, so I can't. So yeah, that's a thing. But I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather get in character. All right, let's do this. Okay, if my headset starts working, that'd be great. I like on High on Life, whenever you're looking, it just shows old dude in the background watching TV. I have no idea how he got there. The man has no legs, but okay, whatever. Continue game. Okay. This headset is driving me crazy. If anybody's wondering, like I break all my headsets at the top because I don't particularly like headsets, they hurt my ears. But if I break it, it's okay. So any headset that I get for myself, I'm gonna automatically break. Oh yeah, I remember this. We had a bit of a kerfluffle. Let's see, where are we supposed to go there? Oh, hey. And then there was this, and then okay, well, I guess we already got it. Oh, so I didn't find anything about mom and dad. No one cares. But I did. Oh, I already talked about that. That really nice alien that no one cares about, and now she's gonna date an alien or whatever. No talking. No talking. Nobody has anything to say to me. Okay. Okay, Morty. Let's try to go over here, see if there's anything hidden. Okay, it's not that kind of game. Okay, it's not that kind of game. Got it. Okay. All right, let's do this. Why does it look like this is actually open? Okay, it's not. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm a new recruit. I'm a new...
Oh, it's you! Oh, you again! Am I glad to see you?
Hey,
I'm so
up?
happy we keep running into each other.
Oh, look who it's our old buddy. It's our old friend, Dr. Joopy.
Oh, that's what his name is?
About? How's it going?
There's another locked door. I'm running out of time.
No.
God, I'm so worried about my kids. And a little bit about my wife, but mostly my kids.
Okay, we'll see what we can
I
do.
understand.
Oh, my poor kids. I hope Douglas doesn't kill them. I can feel my wife Plenty calling for me.
His wife's name is Plenty? That's interesting. Oof. Lord. Okay.
You're gonna solve
Do
this one
that.
too. Thank you. I don't want to rush
Do
you, but I'm getting
that.
nervous.
And do that. Oh no. That. No. And it's got to be the most complicated.
Swoopy and Froopy would really like you too.
All right.
Oh, they're good kids. I can't wait to introduce them to you and tell them about everything you did for me.
Okay.
They need good, strong role models.
Is that? Okay. Okay. So now he can go here, here, here,
Oh,
here.
Fleming and the kids are probably so scared without me. I hope Douglas isn't torturing them right now.
Here. Okay, so now he can go through. What? Okay. Maybe I did. I
Oh, I'd love
did
to
it.
help, but these tentacles are too slippery.
think I did that right. But even when you do that, okay, maybe I can't see the rest. Okay, that looks cool, I guess.
Is this one a little harder than the last one?
Yeah, just a little bit, bro. Just a little bit. Good lord. Oh, down. Hey!
Can I set my antenna for something
Should
good
I
here?
tip you? How much do you tip for helping solve a puzzle? 15%? 20? Do all the puzzle solvers pool their tips and then you guys split it up later at the end of the night? Or is there some kind of a puzzle solvers union? I helped a little bit, so maybe I'll just tip 10%.
I get your struggle. Okay, cool. No. Yes. Okay, so go here to here to here to around here and then go here. Okay. And then go here to here to here to here to here. Go to here to here to here to here to here. Okay. I am a superhero. I know how to do all of the puzzles.
Amazing! Amazing!
Yeah,
you
I'm a
did
genius.
it again! Douglas's office isn't too far from here. I'm going on ahead. I'll see you there!
I wonder if he can
Christ,
fight.
Douglas is gonna kill Dr. Joopy. Look how weak and cute Dr. Joopy is. Forget about it.
Why should he be like some kind of a superhero? Okay, so just jump. What? That didn't help at all. Oh.
This is an urgent announcement. This sector has temporarily been designated as a Mothers For and Against Violence Zone.
That means there's probably just going to be a lot of violence. An intruder has infiltrated the Chief.
For and against violence. That sounds about right.
You know what? That looks like Douglas's office, but we can't get in that way. Maybe we can go around back.
Oh, good looking out. That's exactly what I was gonna do. Until I realized I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So around back. Do y'all see something I don't see? Cause I don't see a thing. Maybe we should just go knock on the door and be like, hey, we're here to kill you. It's Rick and Morty. Yeah, I want that.
Hey, it's that asshole who's been fucking with our training exercises.
Oh shit, here we go.
Oh, that hurts so much.
Ow! Yikes!
There you go. Give me some armor. No. There's just no point in shooting, man. It's just. Ugh. I still can't understand what's the point of shooting. No. Come here. What you running for?
Simulation, 'cause you're gonna die. And if it's a simulation, sure fun.
Morty, let's do this.
Kidding Christ.
Wow. Come here. I wish you could jump on those. That make it easier. Hey, he hurt my armor. Y'all saw that? He hurt my armor. Hey, how's it going?
Oh shit!
It's just random. More ammo or armor and ammo. Where do I go? Oh, that was unexpected. Okay, so... Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah! Yeah, I think. Whee!
We got this. It's just like our training.
Not really. Oh no.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. No. Is that supposed to be armor?
Maybe our training wasn't as helpful as we thought. That's fine. Let's just keep trying.
Keep trying. Why? Ah. No.
I could do this all day. Let's do this all day.
Ew. Get wrecked.
Fuck me.
Pickle Rick. Look at the way he's running. He's like, oh god. Yo, where you at? Will you stop running circles around me? Jesus. Oh god, no.
Fucking with the G or the G3.
That's what I get for going stabby on everybody. You can't go stabby on some of them. My gun, I feel, is getting weaker.
We got this. It's just like our training.
Ah, yeah, but no. Listen me.
What?
You lose.
How do I not have any ammo or armor? Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna shoot your ligaments.
Shoot your ligaments. How is this gun so strong? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ugh!
You're dead, asshole.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, Morty. Ducking for? Oh god. Why are you over here, huh? Huh? Because you threw a grenade? You think I'm about to sit here and let you shoot me? Alright. Oh, I shot his eye out! Where you go? Hi. No grenades anymore.
Time soon.
I really hate these things.
You know what? That's what they get for joining the G3. You know.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. It's. I'm conflicted on it. It's rough.
I get that. I get that, Morty. I get that. Struggling here. Okay, that looks dangerous. Can you glop shot it or something? I don't know. I don't know what's supposed to be happening right now. Oh, what's over here? Oh. What in the heck? Okay. Okay, I think I got this. Okay, I totally don't have this. Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to? No, 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 no. Let's try this again.
Call me dead.
Okay, let's try that again. 32. Okay. It's up to here. Yeah. I do much better with this than I do with that other. Oh my God, what happened?
You're still alive!
Oh, my best friends. This is it. Douglas is right beyond this door. Can you help me out one last time?
Yeah, let's do this!
Oh, huzzah! Plimmy, Froopy, Sloopy, here I come!
Yeah, you're so dead. I'll try to keep you alive, bro, but no promises. Okay. How did I get hit? What did I get hit by? Oh, we got to do the whole. Oh God. All right, so it goes there, but there. It goes there, and then it goes there, and then it comes down here, and then it goes there. But that doesn't do anything, so you want to go there, and then it goes down there, and then you hit it there, and then it goes down, and then it comes up. And then once it's there, you want to do that and have it go down here, and then once it's here, you can hit that, and then now it's going on that side, and then you just turn this around until it hits that, and now who's throwing a grenade?
Yahoo! You're halfway there. Keep going. You can do it.
Halfway there? Oh, okay. There's more to this stupid puzzle. Okay, and then you come down here, and then that with there, and then you can, and then you go there, and I think we're done. Droopy, you did. You got it, bro.
You fell for it, idiots! Thank God! Do you know how hard it is to solve a fucking puzzle with a hangover?
Well, shit! Does that mean he's... Huh? I feel pretty stupid right about now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead, bro. Okay, let's do this. Let's get my Rick voice together.
Oh, fuck off!
I was never Dr. Joopy. There is no Dr. Joopy. Are you shocked, you idiot? You complete fucking moron? Oh, of course you are.
What? Yeah, I'm shocked.
That you never once suspected. Look at me jump! Ha! There never was a Flimmy or Jeffy or whatever those made-up, stupid, rotten little kids were called. In fact, those aren't even real names. Nobody would have those names. When did you ever run into? Hey, fuck off, man! Deal with my trained recruits.
Stabby, stabby. Oh man, is there?
They just keep coming.
Give me some armor, Jesus. Me here. I'm just here for the armor. This is a crazy fight. Oh God.
Dr. Joopy, we loved him. You should
Yep.
quit being Douglas and live the rest of your life as that guy.
Yeah, exactly, Morty. Where's he at, Morty? I need your help. I can't.
Hey, don't forget to use my glove shot,
Yeah. Oh God.
Damn it, I knew I should have gone with Lizzie. You picked me up first, and then it was just too awkward to say anything, but I really...
You said you should have gone with Lizzie.
Thank you. Hey, fuck off, man!
There you go.
There never was any Flimmy or Jeffy or whatever those made-up, stupid, rotten little kids were called. What the fuck? Trained recruits who are also my torture victims.
Yeah.
There's more.
Bring it.
Thanks again for all the help. I got wasted at the pool. Shit, don't look at me. I did that on purpose.
Yo, give me that armor. Oh God. Let's do this, Morty. Alrighty, Morty. You need to get your glob shot back, Morty. Because this is really hard without the glob shot.
I loved him. You should have quit being Douglas and lived the rest of your life as that guy.
Shoot functionally slowed. He's really annoying.
Careful, he can shoot through walls with that charge shot.
Oh, now you tell me. Good job. Good job. Now I know.
You're lucky I'm still a little hungover.
Oh my goodness. Do you have a?
You're not lucky. You're
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, baby. Okay, this one's way harder. He hit me so hard, he taking me out of character.
Take this! Ha! There never was any Climmy or Jeffy or whatever those made-up stupid...
Oh, these drop.
In fact, those aren't even real names! Nobody would have those names! Let's see how you deal with my trained recruits, who are also my torture victims!
Yeah, bring it.
Get made to serve us!
How do I know when he's doing that? I am now. Ah, what a waste of a glob shot.
Don't you get who you're messing with?
Trying to protect myself. Not my shield. No, not my shield. Oh, that's what it is. I can hear it. Okay. Okay. I promise I'm just not bad at this game. Oh God, Morty, you missed. How could you miss, Morty? He was right there.
Woke up in a ditch without my exosuit. I was helpless and vulnerable. You could have killed me so easy when I wasn't wearing my suit, but instead you helped me back into it.
Sure. That's what friends are for? I don't know what you want me to say. Come on, Morty. Morty, I'm gonna need your glob shot, Morty. This guy is way too fast and he's really annoying, Morty.
I got a Gatling too.
This is actually so bad. I think I'm winning, kinda. I like when you die, he said, I knew I should have gone with Lizzie.
You should have stayed Dr. Jupy. We loved him.
Yo.
Maybe ready for another wave, bounty hunter.
I'll take that. Oh, good God. Oh, my health. Not my health. Oh, God. Jump. Just jump, man.
You're lucky I'm still a little hungover. Else you'd be dead by now.
Oh, no, he just wasted that. This is getting annoying.
You're not lucky.
Oh, God.
Gotcha.
No glob shot, Morty. Nothing.
I can't believe you Hans Grubered us, you sick fuck. We trusted Dr. Jupy.
Yeah, we definitely did. We definitely did, Morty. Oh, but I'm about to die, Morty. So I'm just trying to. Let's get what? Okay, so you can heal a little bit. Oh man, this guy is something.
Sincerely, I really did appreciate your help, but I don't have a conscience, so I'm still excited to kill you. I'm jumping.
Oh God.
Reinforcement.
Oh, that was nice. Come here. I need armor.
This can all stop if you just give up and go back to being Dr. Jupy forever. You know, we never killed Dr. Jupy.
No, we wouldn't. You tell him, Morty. We love Dr. Droopy. Oh my. Stop missing, man.
I thought I'd get in trouble for partying too hard, but now I get to give Gargantuan the head of a bounty hunter. Fuck off!
Did we win?
How did you beat me?
We did it!
Yeah. Oh, oh, this is happening. Yeah, yeah. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Yeah. Yes.
Very nice, choppable flesh. Actually, it was actually very nice.
Turn you into sashimi. Sweezy.
All right, dipshit, let's go.
What? No, hello? Nice to meet you, or thank you for saving me?
Why? Like you not dying there was some sort of favor to me? Hi, I'm Sweetie. Thanks so much for rescuing me. How is that, dipshit? Now come on, use my time bubble to escape through the big fan in the corner.
Or Morty, I don't like her, Morty, it's a different gun, Morty. What do I do?
You want to slow down time? It's
No, I would actually rather just, oh, what is happening? Oh, wow, okay.
time for a time bubble.
That wasn't funny. Stop it. You're not good at this.
My
Do I
trick
just-
hole's
Ready to blow.
You just do that? Fire. Press right bumper to fire Sweezy's time bubble at the fan. Oh, you gotta be more specific there, buddy.
pretty cool, right? You're gonna find out real fast that I'm the best Gatlian. Smartest, most useful, best looking.
I'm pretty sure I got sliced up, but okay.
Good.
Oh no, Morty. I don't like her very much, Morty. So you don't have to worry about it, Morty. So don't even sweat it, Morty. Okay? We're definitely gonna swap out here as soon as I can, Morty. Okay? Apparently, I just need her to get through these fans, Morty. But after that, Morty, I think I don't need her anymore. Okay, Morty?
Douglas,
Okay.
it's gargantuous. Where the fuck are you?
Now, if she's better than you, Morty, then this is gonna be. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay,
Not
Morty?
good, Douglas. Not good. I'm gonna need you on top of your game now that we've got a hold of these humans. We're spread thin over on Earth, and I need more troops immediately.
Yes,
Not to
excellent
mention
team.
things are gonna start heating up all over the galaxy as demand goes up. Big things are happening, Douglas. Get excited and get your fucking shit together.
Okay, yeah, fuck that.
It's just like, no. Okay, so we came through that fan. And now we can go through this fan because apparently her glop shot is infinite. Yeah.
Smell that?
It's like the
You wanna
needler.
fuck these guys up?
Who gives a shit?
It is the needler. Did they explode? At what point do they explode?
I'm gonna extricate your soul from
Takes a long time for it to explode, though.
You wanna know my real hack? My crystals stick into baddies and they'll explode if you hit them really hard. Like with
What
your
the-
knife. You get it. Go nuts. Stab.
Oh, when I stab him, it explodes. Okay, got it.
Done already? I was just getting into it.
So if I hit him,
Fake asshole.
Aim me at those fuckers and I'll charge up a super crystal.
You wanna fuck with the G3?
yes.
Too easy.
Charge with LT and press RT to shoot. But it doesn't even feel like it's hitting them. Oh, I guess it is. Okay, how do I get over there? Morty, how do I get over there and shoot them in the face? It takes too many shots to kill people.
That to detonate my smaller crystals. So just blast some normal shots, then finish them off with my super crystal. You got that, dipshit?
Okay. You called me out my name one more time. You saw what happened to that little kid.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, maybe that's better. Why do you? Oh. What am I supposed to do? Can I throw it back? How do I get over there? I feel like I'm gonna fall if I go down there. Stop throwing grenades at me! Oh, okay, I see. Can I just... Can I just... Oh, God! God, no!
If you want to go cliff diving, leave me at home!
This is... I mean, she's okay. But, you know, I mean, I'd rather have Morty, because Morty can talk.
Oh, the coward wants to hide, huh? Well, it's not gonna work! Check this out. Aim me at that candy ass and shoot him through his cover. Fuck yeah! He had no idea what hit him.
Okay, well, that's positive.
We gotta get across, huh? Hey, you wanna see what else this time bubble can do?
Oh, slow that down? Okay, that's pretty cool. Yo, okay, you might wanna...
Oh, jeez, do I gotta spell it out for ya?
No.
Try slowing down one of the ships, and we can use it to hop across.
Yeah, I get that. I know. Okay. I know you're not Morty, but I mean, it's pretty obvious what the fuck we need to do. Okay. It's just. You can't actually aim at it. Okay. But you have to aim like on here.
On one of those ships.
It doesn't work. Okay. It doesn't work. I've already tried. How do you want me to do this? Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so just...
You're killing me.
Oh, time bubble. I'm stupid.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. It's not gonna stop your heart or anything, I think.
Yeah. Come on, man. Okay, maybe I just gotta use it on it. Oh, look how it slows down. Okay.
Perfect. Now hurry and cross before it wears off.
Okay, I may be slow. Okay, I definitely did that wrong. I probably should have given it some more time. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get across here one of these days. What time is it? Okay, it's 8:11. It's about time for stuff anyway. There.
Cross fast. The time bubble doesn't last forever, you know.
Oh my God! It's a Rise of Zero Dawn all over again.
You're gonna have to pick up the rest of the slack.
Yeah, I get that.
You got this. Just nice and easy. Hop on the time-slowed ship. Incredible, right? What a thrill. You know, you can use that time bubble on the G3, too. And try loading the bubble up with my crystals. Then you'll see why I'm the best Gatlian. We're gonna make a good team. I can feel it. Just listen to everything I say and never use the other Gatlians.
That was actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. He may be slightly better than Morty.
Somewhere? Go do that. We can wrap this up.
Weapon select menu. Oh, I can switch back to him.
Finally, what did I do to piss you off?
Morty. Okay, I had to complete the level. Okay, Morty. But she talks way too much. Okay, Morty. I don't even know her name. I don't know who she is. I know exactly who you are. Okay, Morty. So don't even worry about it, Morty. Okay, we're a team. We're like Bonnie and Clyde or something, Morty. Okay. Except if we both have to die, I'm definitely gonna sacrifice you first, Morty. Okay. So don't even worry about it. Okay. It's us. Okay. Are you coming back home? Jean's been freaking annoying. Okay. We're saving. Okay. What's the rest? What you gotta say? Seriously, get back here. Don't tell me what to do. I already told you. I'm cleaning my room. All right, cool. So we'll just go ahead and quit. That's a pretty good stopping spot. And 8:13, that's about right because we were about what 7-8 minutes off, so we're close. Alrighty, I know we were a little bit off there, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and get back to it. Chat. All right, sorry. That one, it wasn't as interesting because that boss was way harder. but I think we'll get over it. So let's go ahead and get back to work here while I close this out and do this. All right, cool. Making sure everybody can hear me just fine. It looks like everybody can hear me, so that looks good. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Alrighty, so this one comes from No Minute 4483. No Minute writes, Chrome versus Yahoo. I have Google Chrome on my laptop, and in the settings, Google is a default browser, but somehow when I open Chrome, I get the Yahoo search engine. Does anyone know how to fix this? Yes. This just means your default home screen is set to Yahoo. You can change that by clicking on the 3 dots in the right corner, top right corner. And then going into settings. Sorry, nope, not that. Going into settings. Did it do that? Oh, whatever. Oh no, you guys can't see that. Okay, good. Going in 3 dots in the top right hand corner, then going into settings. And here, let me just open Chrome. I don't think you can see this anyway. Settings, and where is it at? It used to be on the the default browser. Okay, cool. Settings, then default browser. They move it around. Originally, whenever you went into settings, it was like right there on the very first page, but they changed it. So, and then default browser. And change that to whatever. Oh, or just do what the other guy says, because apparently he knows exactly what it is. Browser is not, he said browser is not equal to search engine. Change the homepage if necessary. I'd even delete Yahoo from installed available search engines. I mean, you can do it that way. That's fine. But yeah, both of them are good. Whatever. I should have probably seen his and just stopped. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty easy issue. So No Minute, I hope that helps. But yeah, it's just your homepage is not what you want it to be. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one. So this is a rehash, and they were talking about a faulty 3080 Ti. So I'm just gonna abbreviate. This person plays Valorant, and I had a PC shop, put all my PC into the new Meshify 2. Did he actually reply back? Let me see. There's a lot of people that have been talking. Oh yeah. So this is the girlfriend-boyfriend situation where the girlfriend had the 3080 Ti and the boyfriend has like a 3080 or a 3070, but he only has a 700-watt power supply. And the girlfriend was having issues with her her graphics card messing up in games. So my advice was for them to swap the graphics cards. And I said, swap your boyfriend's graphics cards with yours and see if he gets the problem. Hey, thanks so much for your suggestion. We tried popping my boyfriend's GPU into my PC for a few hours, and I can say that I didn't have any crashes, but he only has a weak power supply. I was like, okay, cool, no one cares, because a power supply's issues manifest itself differently than a GPU's issues. So, if it powers itself off, then it's a power issue. So it's really distinct issue from being the one you're experiencing. So crashing would not be a symptom of the PSU being oversubscribed or restarting. Hope that helps. And they haven't replied back. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that this was a continuation. I guess not. Okay, well, we'll just close that one then. Alrighty, so DJ Canalex writes, GPU video encode and decode keeps breaking after the first reboot when playing games. So I have a 3080 and I usually play a YouTube video in the second screen when playing a game. For some reason, media encoding and decoding breaks after a while, making it impossible to even stream Discord if I'm playing a game. Lately, I discovered this was a driver-related issue, but I had to make a display driver uninstall before reinstalling or nothing would work. I reinstalled drivers, rebooted, and then played a video game, and both worked perfectly fine. Now, after the first reboot, after that, video keeps breaking, freezing, stuttering, and straight up stopping loading if I play anything. Same goes for any stream I make on Discord. Tested every driver from 497.29 onwards. Well, dang. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, so it's a driver-related issue. So he has a DDU and then try different drivers. And what is happening is his encoder keeps breaking. And reinstall drivers, reboot, and then play a video game, and both work perfectly fine. Now, after the first reboot after that, video keeps breaking. Freezing, stuttering, and straight up stopping if I play anything else. Same goes for any stream I try to make on Discord. Okay, we got to take Discord out of it. Because if we don't take Discord out of it, then it's going to get really confusing. So, playing video games and watching a YouTube video. So, okay, so let's can Discord streaming for a second, because it can be its own issue. Streaming for a sec. Gaming stutters and freezes after the first reboot of a new driver. Correct? If this is the case, he said he thought it was a driver issue. What kind of CPU do what kind of CPU do you have? If it has integrated graphics, I would try that as an alternative temporarily to see if it's really the GPU. Also, try to make sure your Windows version is up to date. You can try reseating the GPU, but the bigger question is, does gaming work just fine as long as you don't open a YouTube page? What about if you open in incognito mode? All right. So, I mean, every step of the way, there are like 20 different issues that it can be, right? So you're looking at a graphics. Okay, so he says whenever he is playing a video game and watching YouTube at the same time, that's when he has an issue. He also has this issue when he streams. Okay, it could be because of an extension on his browser. It can be because of his graphics card needs to be reseated, or a graphics card issue. It could be because whenever he's streaming, it's causing some type of an issue because of the encoder is too taxing on the GPU while playing a game. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different ways that you can play this particular issue. He needs to, we gotta get this down to just one problem. Do you have any issues when playing video games by themselves? And then we'll just build off of that, because the way he's at it, he's all over the place. It's like, I have an internet issue, but my phone isn't working. My PC is also supposed to be working, but it kind of rebooted yesterday, so I'm not really sure. And it's just like, oh my God, it's hard for you to, I mean, each individual issue you mentioned is its own subset of a million different possibilities. Just get it down to one issue and then kind of work your way up, because if not, you're going to be there all day. So yeah, hopefully that kind of settles them down, and so we can actually get some more information. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Alrighty, Canalex, I hope that helps. Keep us posted, but man, we gotta get this straight ahead, man. We're all over the place on that one, but hopefully we can get some answers on that. All right, so okay, this one is a reply. Good. All right, so this was a Modern Warfare 2 optimization that he was having. Oh, did I already talk about this one here? Oh, no. It just wasn't. Okay, cool. So this person here has Modern Warfare 2, and he was getting 10 to 20 FPS. And I think that what we was talking about is that, so on this one, you never mentioned what kind of monitor you have or the cables being used. Could you post that unless I'm late to the party and this has already been fixed? I wonder if you have higher FPS at 1080p and is it stable? Also, what are the temperatures of your GPU while playing Warzone? His GPU is a RTX 2060 Super. Okay, it said it hasn't been fixed. The monitor I'm using is an Acer Nitro G240Y. The temp on the GPU is around 50 to 60s. And I said, so here's what I would say. I would say to remove the Call of Duty players folder, which basically redoes all the settings. So I'm thinking that he may have a settings issue in Call of Duty. He said the only thing that was changed was the menu is smooth. In game, it gave me 2 extra frames and then it tanked to 10 to 15. Since I have the newest GPU driver, which one should I get? Oh, well, I would say the driver right before that. Also make sure it's a game ready driver as opposed to the professional one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. If I thought really hard, I could, but I would have my eyes closed for at least 15 seconds, and I don't want to do that. So we'll just call it the professional one. While I'm trying to recall images in my head, it'll take too long. So I'll just call it game ready driver versus the professional one. And so yeah, so just I would try a different driver, but let me go over this issue real quick here. Well, it's kind of quick. I've been having this issue since multiplayer was released, and I couldn't find out why I'm getting 10 to 20 FPS in multiplayer Warzone and DMZ. Sometimes I get to playable frames for a while, and then it tanked back to 10 to 20. The issue never comes up in single player and during multiplayer beta. And the PC specs, he had the Ryzen 5 3600, and then he had the he just installed a 3700X, and then he also has the 2060 and a whole lot of RAM. And then he said he tried updating to the newest graphics driver and even downgraded the drivers to their recommended drivers 522. He tried DirectX 11 and 12. He tried updating his BIOS and motherboard. He tried updating his CPU. He tried installing it on his SSD. He tried reinstalling the game. He tried lowering the graphics to the lowest possible setting. He tried verifying game file integrity. He tried the NVIDIA control panel, vertical synchronization and texture filtering on high performance. He tried disabling apps, Discord. He tried Windows hardware acceleration. Any help is appreciated. Hardware acceleration. Okay. And what did I just tell him to do? Oh, yeah. No, that's a good one. That's a really good one. It's a possibility that he may have that professional driver instead of the game ready driver. That would explain it. The optimization issue. That's what oh yeah. Okay, I did that and that was off the dome. Like, this is really good. This is really, really good. Compared to all the issues and all the things that he's troubleshot, he may actually have the professional driver, not the game ready driver. That would explain why his frame rates are tanked. Yeah, okay. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. That may be really good. That may be really good. So we'll find out. So if he says no to that, then yeah, he may have to reseat the graphics card. He bought, which one did he buy? Okay, 3700X doesn't have integrated graphics, so never mind. But the previous one, which one did he have? Okay, 3600. They're both the same thing. So never mind. So you can't actually run integrated graphics on this guy. But yeah, if you're getting frame rates that low, and you've tried all of this, then you don't really have much left. I think that the graphics drivers that you're actually installing are all professional. That's what I'm thinking, but that's a very, very quick thing to disprove. So we'll see what he says on that. But this one it's too hard for us to move past this because this makes so much sense. I mean, it makes way too much sense for us to disregard it. So we'll just leave it at that. Alrighty, Folded Meat, keep us posted. Alrighty, this is from Wow, Blue Crystals writes, oh, PS4 issues pop up in software. Okay, that's good to know. So I'll stay in there for a lot so I can make sure I get some PS4 stuff. I'm getting error code SU42118-6 after installing a new hard drive. I've already got a thumb drive with the 7.51 update file on it that the safe mode initializing has requested, but when I attempt to reinitialize it, that's what I get, this error. Anyone get a fix for it? SU42118-6, search web. PS4 error code, there was an issue with updating your PlayStation 4? Oh yeah, I guess it is the PS4. Console, please try the following. Turn off and plug. Console, turn off router modem, blah, 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 blah. Restart. How to fix. Is one of the fixed errors in PlayStation 4 over the years. Many errors indicate serious hardware malfunctioning. Yeah. Error code. What did this person say? Sounds like you need to check the physical connectors related to the BD-ROM. Okay, so he literally just went into the settings or went into this particular error code and just looked it up. I hate doing this. I like doing stuff off the dome, but this one right here is something that, okay, well, shit. He's right. 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 I hate that one. I hate that one. I hate that he's right. But it's not that I'm mad that he's right. It's that I'm mad that I cannot solve it off the top of my head. But at the same time, it's one of those errors that it goes towards hardware fixing and repair. So it gets off the diagnostician train and kind of goes off of just hardware. So, you know, I'm annoyed that I couldn't fix it. But at the same time, it is what it is. All right, so whatever. We'll just move on. Those software ones, man, those software ones tear me up because I'm not actually a programmer. So, but you know, so if you get like programming issues, I can't really do anything for you. But if it's like software-based issues that are because of PC or something like that, then I may be able to figure it out. But this one right here, because it's an error code, you kind of have to look up the error code, and then you kind of just have to do what the error code says. So there's not a whole lot of mystery to that. It's more so just Google searches at that point. But you know. Blue crystals, I hope that helps. I'll keep an eye on it, see what happens. Alrighty, so okay, cool. So faux stand. All right, so we've talked about this issue several times in length. There's an issue with the second monitor where it completely freezes. However, the very top portion of it is still active. The issue goes away if I were to turn the monitor off and back on again. And he has a 2070 Super and he has a 3700X. And I said, so the monitor that is freezing, does it freeze if it's your only monitor? If the answer is yes, then try a different input cable. If it's using HDMI, swap to display cable and try. If the answer is no, then we are looking at GPU or cable, but this is less likely. So I said, yeah, it keeps freezing even when it's my only active monitor, okay? Both of my monitors use HDMI, however, my graphics card only has a slot for one. The monitor that's freezing is using an adapter HDMI to display port, but even after making my main monitor use the adapter, the problem persists with the same monitor. Okay, so I'm hoping it's a cable issue and I'm going to look for one as soon as I can. Okay, yeah, no, he's there because what he said is, essentially, if he moves the HDMI to display to the other monitor and keeps it the second one with the HDMI, then it still has the problem. So he's already tried. Well, okay. Well, then if that's the case, then why are you looking for another cable? It's a display to HDMI. Okay, maybe the HDMI part is the one that's male. Because I was thinking also like, okay, well, if you have an HDMI to display, then really you're still using an HDMI cable, so you have more than one, but he may not have more than one. It may actually be a display female and an HDMI male. Does that make sense? So an adapter can be either a female to male or male to female or male to male. It can be a lot of different stuff. So, well, I guess it really wouldn't be male to male because HDMI, one of them has to be a female. So for this one here, keep us posted. Nah, there's no point in saying that. Yeah, keep us posted. I check this stuff every day. Okay, well, yeah, just keep us posted. We'll see exactly what happens with that. It's kind of a curious one, but, you know, we'll see what happens. iPhone issue, cool. So let me get something to drink here and let's get on it. Okay, just making sure everything was working. Yesterday, my recording stopped for some reason. I think it was because my fan hit it, but we'll see. Davy Jones, Gym Locker. Davy Jones, Gym Locker writes, iPhone won't stop telling me there's water in my charging port. There's not. I don't know what to do. I've tried to use high frequency and rice, but I've had to hit emergency override multiple times anyway to fix this. So high frequency meaning that he's trying to vibrate water out, and rice meaning that he's trying to drain water out. Okay, well, here's the thing. If it's telling you that, and you said you've used rice and high frequency, are you saying that water got into it? Because I mean, you're not even mentioning whether or not you actually put water into it. Like take responsibility. It's like, okay, hey, you should have been like, okay, hey, I put water into it, and now it's telling me that I have water in my charging port. How do I get this fixed? Then it's like, okay, cool. Well, if that's the case, and you've already tried rice, then the only thing that you can really do is try to take the device apart. But at that point, it's an iPhone, so it's not going to go very well for you. So you may have to just take it to the repair dealership. So, but at least we have a direction. We don't have any direction because you haven't told us whether or not you put water in it. If it's telling you that, and you said you've used rice and frequent, are you saying that you got water into it? iPhones can't really be repaired by normal human hands. So more than likely it may need to be drained, or as an alternative, if you can't fix the water issue, you can try wireless charging. Yeah, so usually you want to give people answers to their problems, but this man here is better off with an alternative, because if there's water in it, it's game over. Like, there's not a whole lot that we can say about it outside of taking it to a dealership so they can actually take it apart, because nobody can really take apart an iPhone unless you're really into that kind of stuff. So especially as just a regular customer, there's no way. So I would rather him, if he's already tried rice and he's already tried vibration and get water out, then that means that he's probably admitting that he may have actually gotten water into it. So if that's the case, then we just proceed on. If you got water into it, then the only thing that you can really do is try to go with wireless charging, try to dry it off with towels and stuff like that, and then or take it to a repair. But if you don't have the money to get it repaired, or it's going to be too costly, then go ahead and go with wireless charging. So in this particular case here, I think giving him an alternative versus a solution is probably the better fit. Alrighty, Davy Jones, man, I hope that helps. Keep me posted. We're gonna run out of, well, man, I think us going back over our issues from the previous day, those usually don't take very long to answer, and because of that, it speeds us up. So if I used to do like 15 in a particular stream, but now I can do darn near 20 something. But that's only because we'll have like 4 or 5 that are just replies from the previous day. So I'll change it up so to make sure that there's enough without me having to go hunting for rabbits. Alrighty, so this is going to go to the next one here. So this is from South Love 6977. South Love writes, make sure you guys can hear me. Yes, you can. Okay. Hey there. I recently bought an RCA flat screen. Jesus Christ, an RCA. And it's been a while since I've heard of that name. And tried to connect my Dell XPS 13 via USB-C to HDMI to the screen. Unfortunately, it does not recognize and I get no support. Correct. Message, but if I connect a MacBook or iPad with RCA screen via the same cable, it works somehow. Any ideas of how to fix that? Well, MacBook and iPad. Wait, let me think about that. Can I connect my Bluetooth mouse to my PC with another mouse to connect it through Bluetooth? What? Let me read that again. Can I connect my Bluetooth mouse to my PC without another mouse to connect it through Bluetooth? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Are you saying that you're trying to connect your mouse through Bluetooth and then connect it to a second device as well? Let me know. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Can I connect my Bluetooth mouse to my PC without another mouse to connect it through Bluetooth? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry, Brody. Yeah. Let me know. Go ahead and retype that, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but I'll go to this one here and then I'll come back to you once I see what you're typing. So with this one here, so whenever you're using a MacBook or an iPad with the RCA screen, it comes in. Whenever you're using your Dell XPS 13 via USB-C, it's not. Well, the first thing I would think of is that the XPS 13 is different for the USB-C port than the MacBook or the iPad. The iPad uses, I mean, they all use that USB-C, but the MacBook, depending on which one it is, maybe Thunderbolt. I'm sorry, not Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt 3, but that's an Intel nomenclature, so it's no longer Thunderbolt 3, but it's USB 4. I need to connect my Bluetooth mouse. Okay, he's still typing. So yeah, so with this one here, what I would say is, depending on the MacBook, it could be USB 4, but more than likely, it's a resolution difference. It's a resolution difference. What resolution does the XPS 13 try to give the TV? Okay, I need to connect my Bluetooth mouse because I need to connect my mouse to my PC, but you need another mouse to connect it. Oh, okay. So you have a computer that you're trying to get set up, and you're trying to set up your mouse via Bluetooth, but you already have, but you need another mouse in order to set it up so that you can connect it via Bluetooth. I got you. This is the typical Mac situation where, hey, I have a Mac mouse, and this guy is Bluetooth, but I can't set up Bluetooth yet because it just came on, and so I need a second mouse in order to hook up to it. So yeah, you need. Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually on. So in this one here, can I connect my mouse to my PC? Can you do it without a second mouse? Yeah, you can. So if you have the keyboard set up, then you can use the keyboard to actually get there. So basically what you would do is you would click on if it's Windows, you would click on the Windows logo on the keyboard, and then you do a search for Bluetooth. So you do tab to get to the text. So you press Windows logo, and then you press tab to get to the search text box, and then type in Bluetooth, and then hit enter whenever you see that it's highlighted for Bluetooth. And then while you're there, then this tab to hit add new device, and then let it do a search for the Bluetooth mouse, and then you should be able to connect it just with the keyboard alone. Now, if we switch it up when we're talking Mac, on a Mac, no, you can't do it that way. I just tried. I just had the exact same problem. So on a Mac, the reason why you can't do that is because you have to go into the system preferences in order to add it as a Bluetooth device. So you could, maybe you can, because if you have the reason why I say that you can't on a Mac is because most people who have the Bluetooth mouse also have the Bluetooth keyboard, therefore you can't do it. But if it's a Windows PC and you have a wired keyboard and it's already set up, then you can go ahead and do it based on keyboard, if that makes sense. So if you have a wired keyboard or a 2.4 gigahertz wireless keyboard with a dongle, then you can go ahead and set it up using the keyboard alone. But if you don't have that kind of a keyboard, and your keyboard and your mouse are Bluetooth, regardless if it's Windows or Mac, you got a problem. Because if they're both Bluetooth, then you can't set it up without another device. I don't care what device it is, but it has to be another device that can let you get in. So as long as one of them is wired, you're fine. Well, okay. As long as the keyboard is wired, you're fine. So I hope that helps. Let me know if I'm on the right track. If I'm not, just let me know. I won't be offended or anything. So I think that's what you're referring to. So yeah, if you have two devices, your keyboard and your mouse, and they're both Bluetooth, you're screwed. You have to have some type of a wired device. If the keyboard is wired on both Mac or Windows, you can set it up. You just have to use the keyboard settings. So, and with this guy here, his XPS 13 is obviously giving him different settings, and plus his XPS 13, there's no guarantee that it's set up that way. So he's doing USB-C to HDMI. I'm at the Bluetooth and devices. What do I do? Is it Windows or is it Mac? Bluetooth. You go to add device if it's Windows. If it's Mac, I'll switch to Mac and we can all see it together. Windows. Okay. So if it's Windows, all you want to do is press tab on the keyboard just once, and then it will highlight add device, and then hit enter to add the device, and then enter again for Bluetooth, and then it's going to search. And as soon as you see the mouse, hit enter, and you should be good. And for this guy here, it's depending on the MacBook, it could be USB 4, but more than likely it's a resolution difference. What resolution does the XPS 13 try to give the TV? Does it show up in the display resolution as a second monitor? Or does it not show at all? Yeah, so hopefully that got it, Brody. Let us know. Does it show up in the display resolution as a second monitor, or does it not show at all? Yeah. That's basically the best way you can handle this one here. Okay, so here's the thing with going USB-C to HDMI with some things. Depending on which laptop it is, it can change on how this works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It really kind of depends on what kind of driver support that USB-C port has. Like for example, the Lenovo's, they have a situation where that USB-C port, because it's so new, whenever some of the older model Lenovo's, they like ThinkPads and stuff like that, those guys had issues whenever you tried to use the USB-C for anything, okay? Because it was kind of a newer standard, and then it had these drivers, but they were kind of weak, and then it's hard to update, and it was kind of a problem. So depending on what model of the Dell XPS 13 you have, it could be that the USB-C port is just not as up-to-date as the one from Mac and the iPad. More than likely, that's the case. You run into this a lot when you have, laptops from older generations. It pops up at the bottom right of my screen, not in add a device. It pops up in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Okay. So you see it in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, but you don't see it in add a device. But that should, if you see it in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, that's what this is. So, okay, let me think about that. If you he sees it, it pops up in the bottom right of my screen, but not in add a device. Okay, when it pops up in the right hand corner of your screen, does it give you the option to connect? Like, does it have like literally a text box that says connect? It says connect, but not in add a device. Okay, so it says it in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If that's the case, then what you can do is you can Alt-Tab to get back to the desktop. Let me make sure if you can get back to the desktop on that. Maybe not. Maybe not. It says connect. Okay, so give me a sec. Let me that won't do it. Okay, so you're in a screen. Let me check something real quick. So you guys can see this too. That's fine. We're just trying to figure out how to get him back to the display screen. I think it's like Windows key to get back to desktop. Okay, so press the same keys to restore hidden windows. Press the Windows key to minimize all open programs. Okay, press Windows key M to minimize all open key programs. And then once it's minimized, start pressing tab to see if it will tab over to the connect in the bottom right. Let's try that. And let's see if we can get over there to it. Yeah. Because if we press, I don't want to press it on mine because it'll close everything, but if we press Windows key M, minimize all open key programs, and then once it's minimized, start pressing tab to see if it will tab over to the connect in the bottom right. Let's try that. And let's see if we can get over there to it. Yeah. Because if we press, I don't want to press it on mine because it'll close everything, but you should be able to get over there to it from the desktop screen just by pressing tab to get over there. Connect but not add device. So yeah, let's try that. So Windows key M and then tab over to the bottom right to see if we can get to it. And let me know how that goes. Does it show up in your display resolution of the second monitor? Does not show it all. We'll go with that. We'll go with that, and then we'll just pick back up on the RCA one and see. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Interesting name you got there. Ovary 2299. Ovary writes, left click and right click on mouse not working at the same time. What? When I press the left and right click at the same time, nothing registers. Well, I mean, why would you want to press the left click and the right click at the same time? I tried rebinding the secondary key click on another button and it works when clicked at the same time. But when it's on the right click, it doesn't. The mouse I'm using is a Logitech G Pro wireless. Okay, let me think about this. He's saying, I tried rebinding the secondary click on another button and it works when clicked at the same time, but when it's on the right click, it doesn't. Okay, well, so this would most likely be a software thing, but it's also possible that you click the left faster than the right, therefore it doesn't register. When I had problems with software of the mouse, I would update the drivers of the mouse itself, the mouse software itself, or say mouse software itself. Software itself. Yeah, I get that. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose a button and call it right click just so you can right click and left click at the same time. Okay, to be fair, right click and left click in some games like WoW and stuff like that is move and move the mouse. So, or rotate the camera. So I would update the drivers and mouse software itself on a G Pro wireless. Oh. Can't the G Pro, doesn't the G Pro wireless have a wired option with the wireless? Like you can hook up a USB-C cable? Search web for it. I need to see it. Give me a picture. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. It does. Wow, it's scary that I know that. I don't even have a G Pro wireless. Wow, that's some good picture recognition. So so yeah, did not work. Oh, okay. So did not work. You see it in the bottom right to connect, but you can't actually get to it. And when you go into the Bluetooth settings to try to add a device, you don't see it. Okay. What kind of mouse is it? This should be interesting. Some of these mouse issues today. When I had the problem mouse, I would update the drivers of the mouse software itself. And this one here, also try wired to see if that makes a difference. I honestly, okay, give me 1 second, I'll look that up. I honestly just think it may be timing, so speeding it up by connecting it wired may be the trick, but it's not a good one. All right, so that's what I would say for him. And then for you, Orochi V2, let me look that up real quick. I don't remember seeing an Orochi. Orochi V2. Oh, sweet. Nice mouse, bro. Man, I don't want to see the pictures, man. I just need to see it. Bro, there's a dongle in it. Plug the dongle into the computer. It's right there in the picture. So this is the same. Yeah, this is the same one. So yeah, with the Orochi, man, wherever the battery is, there should be a dongle right there for you to connect it. So basically, take that dongle that's right out. You see it right there. Just take that guy out and plug it into your computer, and you should be fine. Yeah. This isn't. It's Bluetooth, but it's also wireless. It appears. So yeah, it says it's Bluetooth, but so I get what you're trying to do here. But it looks like it's Bluetooth and it does have that wireless technology on there as well. So yeah, I will hook it up wirelessly and then set up Bluetooth with the wireless, and then I will unhook the dongle and see if it works. It's like this one, the Death Adder V2 Pro. So the Death Adder V2 Pro does the exact same as the Orochi V2, where basically there is a dongle that is right here for mine, but for yours it's underneath the actual battery pack, and basically you can hook it up wirelessly with that, and you use that to set up the Bluetooth. Now, will it set up the Bluetooth? Because once you switch the signal over to Bluetooth, it may not actually see it, but it'll allow you to at least go over there and hit the connect button once you hook up the dongle. So it's a possibility, but I'm not exactly sure what may happen with the Orochi. Like a lot of times, what I ended up having to do is I actually even had to look at the instruction menu or in the instruction guide for this one to get it to work, because I've never had it. One of these before that can do both, where it can do Bluetooth and wireless, but it's kind of an interesting one. So yeah, just go ahead and hook up the dongle to your computer. That should get you going, and let us know if the Bluetooth disappears when you do that, because I've never set up the Orochi V2, but if it's anything like the Death Adder V2 Pro, then it's going to be kind of a pain. You may have to look up a few videos, man, but yeah, that's it has a dongle right there, right underneath it. So yeah, do that one, bro, and let us know. That's an interesting one. Yeah, the Orochi, yeah. It's just like the Death Adder, like mine, like the Death Adder, it doesn't have a battery, so mine has just a charging, which is right here, but it's kind of hard to hit, and it's micro USB. But these are really great because it's Bluetooth plus it's 2.4. So it's Bluetooth and 2.4, meaning that if you have one computer hooked up with the dongle, same as him, then you have it hooked up with the dongle on one computer, and then you can have it hooked up with Bluetooth on another computer, and then just switch between Bluetooth and 2.4. So that allows you to basically not need a KVM switch. You can just use this guy for the same ones and just switch it between Bluetooth and 2.4. It's excellent. Excellent. However, it can be a pain for gaming if you try to do Bluetooth with the mouse. It's better if you do 2.4 gig with the mouse for gaming. But let me make sure. I want to see the underneath of it, and I was trying to see if maybe it showed it, but I don't think it will. But yeah, that's it on that one. All right, bro, good stuff. I think we're gonna run out, so let me add a few more here. How to install Windows 10 from a USB flash without another hardware computer. He already has 3 comments. Somebody's already helping him. Oh, 0. Ooh, an AIO. Oh, fancy. It's missing. What? Is it new? It's missing. What? That's crazy. So Brody says it was missing. Okay, so you got it from somebody. Okay. Oh, let me think about that. So it's missing. So you're gonna need another mouse, most likely. I don't know if there's a way around it. Because if it's in the bottom right, I need to see the underneath. I just need to see it. So, Newegg will show it. Orochi V2. Of course, when you want to see the underneath of it, nobody has a picture. Orochi V2 underneath. Image. There we go. Bruh. Okay. So yeah. It's just like mine, right? Like it's the same thing. So that doesn't look like something you can press though. So he doesn't have the dongle. I got it with the computer. I got you. Okay, so let me think about this. There was a way to pair the Bluetooth, not just by turning on the Bluetooth. I'll look it up for you. Don't worry about it. Let's do it. So Orochi B2. What we're wanting to do is we want him to get back to where we were at the add device. He's probably still has the tab open, the window open, because we never told him how to close it. So what we're going to end up doing on this one here is we're going to see how to set up Bluetooth. I've forgotten how to set up the Bluetooth, even though I just did it on the V2 Pro. So you want to push the slider switch to Bluetooth mode, press and hold the two side buttons and the DPI cycle button simultaneously for 3 seconds to activate pairing. There it is. So right here. All right, so we're gonna, that doesn't make sense. The picture doesn't make sense. Okay, let's not look at this picture because that's wrong, obviously. So you just want to go to the Orochi. Okay, there it goes. That's the better picture. All right, so you want to go and, okay, so let's do this here. Right now, you should be on the desktop with all your tabs minimized. You tried to get over there to it, but you couldn't. So now you press Alt-Tab in order to get back to a screen where it showed you at the Bluetooth settings. So basically, you want to get back to the one with the Bluetooth settings and the add device. So you want to get back to that, okay? And let us know. I got it with the computer. Okay. Yeah. Let us know where you are on that, because you may have to retry. In order to retry, you may have to press tab to close out in order to get back to the Bluetooth end devices, because it takes you to another screen. So go ahead and tab into the Bluetooth end devices wherever you are, and you want to add the device back again and hit Bluetooth again. So you want to retry it, but this time do this. So this time switch it over to Bluetooth. Press the 2 buttons plus the DPI settings for 3 to 5 seconds so that it shows up in the Bluetooth settings, and then add it. So that should get it going. Yeah, this is what I had to do. I had to do the exact same thing on the Death Adder. And let us know how that works. I think that's gonna get it though. Then you should be able to see it in the add device, and you should be good to go. Yeah, Windows is kind of iffy, man, when it comes to those Bluetooth dongles, like those Bluetooth devices. Like sometimes it'll show it as connected, even though it's really not. And so you have to disconnect and reconnect. You have that happen a lot with like Xbox controllers, especially like the Elites. It'll show it as connected, and then you try to play a game thinking that it's connected, but this light will be blinking, and that would typically mean that it's actually not connected at all. So you would have to uninstall and reinstall, but it would actually freeze. So when you uninstall it, it'll still be there. And then you can go in and try to re-add it back, and then that will reconnect it. So yeah, Bluetooth has always been kind of a hit or miss, especially when you have these Bluetooth devices like this guy and the Death Adder and you know, all that kind of stuff, where it's trying to rely on Bluetooth. Press what 2 buttons? Oh, I'm sorry. So it's going to be on the side of your mouse. There are going to be 2 buttons right here, plus you have a DPI button at the top. So if you guys can see that there. Oh, that's clean. So right here, plus right here. Okay. So you want to press them all 3 at the same time. So you want to press them like this. Oh, I'm sorry. If I press something, I'm sorry. Press them all together like this and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Once you do that, it should show up in the Bluetooth whenever you start pairing. So give it about maybe 5-6 seconds. Typically with mine, whenever I did that, this right here started to change colors, indicating that it's actually pairing or trying to pair. On yours, it may do the exact same thing, because this one and yours is the exact same. They're the exact same model. And yeah, let us know if that gets it going. But yeah, so these they have that kind of an issue with that Bluetooth where it just gets kind of iffy. And typically I was actually running Bluetooth with the Mac because it's less prone to having issues than Windows PCs are. All right, that was fun. That was super fun, actually. Super fun. We only got one from that, didn't we? Okay, cool. Let's go back here while he's working on that, and we'll keep an eye on him. Alrighty, let's get a few more because we were getting kind of low on that Phantom Discord app on my computer. Of course I'm in. How do I hit the Connect or Orochi? How do I hit Connect Orochi V2? So if you see it in the Bluetooth screen, you should be able to just press the down arrow and get to it. If it doesn't allow you to press the down arrow and get to it, then just hit tab while within that window, and you should be able to get to it. So it's either going to be down arrow or it's going to be tab. So my Surface. Oh, we got to get a Surface one, you guys. I mean, hey, you got to get a Surface one. I mean, who am I if not a Surface person? All right, bet. So how do I hit it? Enter. You hit enter. So once you're highlighted on it, just hit enter. And that should get it. It better get it. Oh, we're going to have a problem. This is like, come on, man. We didn't work this hard. We're almost there. Like, we had to cross that finish line. That should actually get it. Come on, man. We want this big payoff. All right. So we got a couple over here in the front. I think we have a good amount. So let's go ahead and go to the next person. Ah! I'm cold. I told y'all I'm cold. Oh, I'm a bad man. I told y'all I'm bad. So with these kind of issues where you do blind, okay, the reason why I know how to do these is because sometimes when you work with like government, United States and stuff like that, or companies that are very, very secure, they won't share their screen with you. So you have to know how to troubleshoot issues off the top of your head. I mean, also I have a photographic memory, but that had nothing to do with it. It's just I know how to troubleshoot issues off the top of my head. So like I can close my eyes and like picture what they're picturing, and it helps you troubleshoot their issue easier because you're going to run into situations where some people will not let you see their screen. And so you have to be able to migrate the waters even though you don't know how to actually see it. So you run into those issues a lot. So Brody, man, I'm so glad that worked. I'm so glad that worked. I'm so stoked. It's been a good day. So left, right click, we help this person. All right. I want to at least help 30 people a day, man. That's my goal. Okay. And then I also want to shoot 30 monsters a day. That's also my goal. I want to land in purgatory. I want to be somewhere in the middle. Alrighty. So this is from Moet Rageus. Moet Rageus? Whatever. So this is from Moet. Moet says, I'm having a problem regarding my internet connection. I think a Windows update is at stake. Hello guys, I'm having problems regarding internet with my laptop. It's very weird. I can connect it to the Wi-Fi, but then it says there's no connection, even though I can perfectly use Google and its websites or apps like Steam. But some other things don't work. I can't load Spotify nor download the latest Windows update. So I'm thinking both these things check if my PC is connected before starting to run, and then tells me it's impossible to proceed because I'm not online, even though I am. So I was thinking it could be a bug that could be resolved by a Windows update, but I don't know. I try my best to explain what's going on. Feel free to ask me questions for other processions? I don't know. Thank you for help and kind Redditors. Sure. I think I'm kind, kinda. I think I'm kind, but I'm also addicted to helping. It's just like it's a very thin line between helping and addiction. So you kind of have to straddle that line. It's like that joy when you actually fix somebody's issue. Like I used to have this problem too when like you take pictures of people and the pictures be so beautiful, is you don't even care about the attractiveness of the person who took the picture. All you care about is how beautiful the picture that you took is. I feel the exact same way. It's the exact same thing. It's like you care so much to help that person, but after you care, that adrenaline rush, once you actually do something positive, it's great. then you become addicted to the adrenaline rush. So you just want to help him and get it over with. So you can get to the like I was even at Best Buy, and like there was a person that was having an issue with cameras, and we were in the Sony area, and I was looking for the Sony ZV-1F because I'm gonna expand this whole setup, and it's gonna take like a week for all my gear to come in. So I just automatically inputted myself into the conversation. Now I'm walking all over Best Buy helping this lady with her camera and her MacBook and what kind of MacBook should she get, the 8 gig versus the 16 gig, because she wants to do video editing, but she's been editing on a camera or like her phone and using that for editing. And I was like, okay, well, typically for that, you want to use 16 gigs. Typically for the software for editing, you want to use Adobe over Sony Vegas because Adobe is more industry standard. And then once you kind of get used to it, then everybody knows it. So it's a little bit easier. Like we were talking about all kind of stuff. So yeah, I have a problem. I'll admit it. It's a problem. But do not see the mouse cursor. It says it's paired, but do not see the mouse cursor. Nothing. It says it's paired, but you don't see the mouse cursor or nothing. Well, you don't see the mouse cursor even though it says it's paired. Is the well, no. I was going to say, is the battery dead? But if the battery was dead, you wouldn't have been able to pair it in the first place. No, that's right. That's right. It has just straight batteries. So you don't have a 2.4. We pair it with Bluetooth. And even though you have it paired with Bluetooth and we see it as connected, it's still showing that, or you can't actually move it. So the mouse may have an issue with its sensor, or we can go ahead and try to restart the computer and see if that fixes it. So let's do this here. Let's click on Windows, the Windows button on your keyboard, and what would it be? If you're Windows 11, then you should be able to tab down to the power button and hit restart. If it's Windows 10, you should be able to tab to the search and then hit just type in restart, and there should be a restart the PC. So whichever one, just go ahead and go to the restart and tab down to get to it. And then once you're in the restart, go ahead and reboot the PC. When it comes back up, see if the mouse starts working. If it doesn't, then you may have a problem with a faulty mouse. Therefore, you may need to get a new one. I'm so sorry. I was very excited and now I'm not. So so yeah, if you hook it up through Bluetooth and it did give you the signal to pair, there is a possibility that the batteries could be dead. It's also a possibility that the computer may need to be rebooted. But that's pretty much where we are with it. If the batteries are brand new and the computer has been rebooted, then you may have a faulty mouse. Unfortunately, that's going to be the third option, and it makes me worry because it doesn't have the 2.4 gig anyway. So it's like, I think you may be looking at just buying like literally this version, the Death Adder, but maybe the wired version to get that to work. But keep us posted there. Alrighty there. So this is going to be from Moet. Did I already look at this? Okay, so yeah. So we talked about this. So it's very weird. I can connect to the Wi-Fi, but then it says there's no connection, even though I can perfectly use Google and its websites or apps like Steam. So you can use apps. No, he said use apps like Steam. So can you? Oh no, you have a DNS issue. Is it just straight DNS? So Google and websites or apps like Steam, but some other things don't work. I can't load Spotify nor download Windows updates. DNS. This is DNS. So DNS can manifest itself in a few different ways. Internet service providers typically give you their DNS. Problem is, when they give you their DNS can reach sites like Google, Steam, stuff like that. But then other websites, it may have problem reaching, like Spotify, stuff like that. So it really kind of depends on what's in that DNS entry on that server, and it knows how to hit those, but it doesn't necessarily, it may be in situations where it may not hit all of it. That's usually how you know that the DNS is not great with the internet service provider, so you may have to change it to 8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4. Sounds like you may have a DNS problem. You can change this by going to Windows Control Panel. Cursor, nothing. Yeah. Windows Control Panel, Network and Internet. Change adapter settings. I really should have this already typed so I could just copy paste, because I've said this way too many times. Click on the Wi-Fi in this case. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. We have a DNS problem. Actually, I do want that though. Let me throw that in my notepad real quick. You guys can't see that. Okay, there's nothing bad in it. It's just tags and stuff. Sounds like you may have a DNS problem, but let's start with this. Plug your laptop directly into the router to see if that resolves the issue. If not, then you may need to change your DNS to 8.8.8.8. And you change this by going to Windows Control Panel, Network, blah, blah, blah. You click on Wi-Fi, Properties, TCP, IPv4, Properties, and change the DNS to 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4. It doesn't matter the order, by the way. A lot of people just use 8.8.8 for the primary and then 4.4 for the secondary, but it doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter at all on that. I'm actually just going to copy that because we say that way too often, and I don't want to keep putting keyboard entries in the mic if I don't have to. Whew, okay, I'm getting exhausted. Okay, so we're at 9:15. And cool. So, oh, that's right. Brody had to disconnect. That's what that explains it, because he had to reboot his PC. Alrighty. So we'll try that. How the hell did he get to me? Let me think about that. Well, I guess you know, you can just open up internet and then go to me, I guess, in order to get to me, or just YouTube in general. But it wouldn't help you fix a Bluetooth issue. Not an issue that serious. Yeah. Okay, we'll just go on. We'll continue on. I will. This is the problem when you're me and you're addicted to troubleshooting. You start to think about troubleshooting at all times. And so you'd be like, okay, well, how did he get to me? And it's like, okay, well, he got to me because he could have tabbed in order to get there and all that kind of stuff. So then you start thinking about different possibilities that may be better than your own, and you can't stop thinking. So you have to like figure out how to make yourself stop thinking. So yeah, that's the problem. It's like it's a very thin line there. Alrighty, so did we answer her thing? Yeah. She had DNS issues. All right, so this is from Jakanom, whatever. Where this is from Jaka. We'll go to 9:30 and then we'll stop for game. That way we can get caught up because you know we had that 7 minutes that I lost. So we'll go to 9:30 and then we'll game and finish it out. So this is from Jakanom. Jakanom writes, Surface can't connect to network since update. I have an old Surface 3 Pro. Did I already answer this question? Why does everybody have a Surface 3 Pro? I have a Surface 3 Pro too, but still, I should have been the only person with that product. I have an old Surface 3 Pro that my girlfriend uses to draw on. We don't really use it much else forever since the last Windows update. She isn't able to connect to the internet or use her Surface Pen on it. It's the only computer in the house that's having this issue, so I know it isn't the Wi-Fi. Windows Tech Support walked me through a couple things to try. At the end, they told me I would just need to purchase a new device if I wanted to be able to use the internet since mine is too old. Oh, that's cold-blooded. Since I've attempted to install an older version of Windows to see if that would fix the problem with no success, any other ideas I can try? Yes. Yes, so you would need to go down to the exact version her Surface came with. Surfaces are interesting products. You can update out of some of the hardware. Well, I guess it's not just Surfaces that do this, by the way. Servers do this too. So like if you have a server that has, you know, like RAID controllers and RAID cards and stuff like that, then it can do the exact same thing. Once you start doing updates and stuff like that, because it's very hard to know from a person who deals with servers, it's very hard to know what you're gonna put in it. Okay, some people put RAID cards, some people put SSD bays, some people put NVMe, some people put graphics cards, some people put PCIe cards, some people put a PCIe card that actually has its own RAID controller that actually allows you to hook like 4 SSDs into it. Some people put sound cards. You don't know, right? So a lot of times whenever you're updating BIOS and firmware and stuff like that, it can make the hardware itself become obsolete. So Surfaces have this problem all the time. Okay, and I've had that problem happen with multiple Surface products, but I'm not sure if it's been so bad lately, because we're talking about from Surface Pro 3 to like 7. So it's somewhere in that area. It's 3 to 6, I guess would probably be a better way to say that. So you can update out of some of the hardware. So you would need to get back to that version, but Microsoft doesn't sound like they are willing to help. Question: do you have a restore point or backup from the original install? Yeah, so he may have a restore point. It's a possibility. It's extremely unlikely, but it's okay to wish for hope. The reason why I say it's unlikely is because they say they never use it. And on top of that, it's a Surface Pro 3. So back then, nobody really knew about restore points. We're talking about 10 years ago? 8 years ago? No, I'd say it's probably about 8 years ago. 8 years ago, nobody really knew about how to use restore points consistently. And because they never use it, I don't think they really care to use a restore point. That's why I'm saying it's so rare and so unlikely, but it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, you know. Well, no, he said he reinstalled Windows, so it probably won't have a restore point. I attempted to install an older version. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Forgot about that. To get back to the version, Microsoft doesn't sound like they're willing to help. Yeah. I would say the only thing that you can really do with the Surface 3 is try to get back to the version that it came on. And if you can get back to that version, then everything will start working, the hardware and stuff like that, even though it'll try to update itself. But yeah, that's the only thing that you can really do with the Surfaces. Sorry about that. Surfaces are like that. A lot of tablet type devices that have things that like mobility type stuff, especially when it first came out, man, it was really hard. It's really, really hard because you can update right out of it. Alrighty, I hope that helps. I'm not about to say that. So Captain K writes, having issues with GPU driver. I installed some drivers from my 3060 GPU. They added weird lines to my screen. I tried removing the drivers, but to no avail. The problem still persisted. I tried downloading new drivers, but that didn't work either. And now Windows won't even recognize that I'm using a GPU. I already tried the resetting the CMOS and hard resetting it, but honestly, I'm at the end of my rope. Well, okay, one, the driver didn't do this, but two, I installed some drivers for the 3060 GPU. They added real lines. I tried removing the drivers, but to no avail. I tried downloading the new drivers, but that didn't work either. And now Windows won't recognize that I'm using a GPU. Well, at this point, how the hell did you know that? How did you know? did your resolution drop to a lower resolution but still stayed on? Your resolution dropped to a lower resolution but still stayed on? Or did you boot your CPU without a GPU? Or did you team viewer in? Yeah. No. Now, this is how I know I'm getting sharper. Because I would have basically said, oh, okay, go ahead and reseat the graphics card and continue on. So basically, that's typically what you would say with this. Oh, hey, go ahead and try to reseat the graphics card, you know, try to make sure that everything is plugged in. But now, this is how I know I'm getting sharper. It's because I immediately thought, well, how the hell would you know that that it says it doesn't recognize the GPU? If it doesn't, like, okay, so if you're having a GPU issue and to the point where it's not working, and then when you said Windows won't even recognize that I'm using a GPU, how would you not know that it's not recognizing that you're using a GPU? If it's booting and you see a screen, then you have a GPU. It's just that it won't let you install the driver. You see what I'm saying? So that means that your GPU has gotten faulty. So that's a totally different troubleshooting method than reseating the graphics card. You see what I'm saying? So I think that now having that second thought is better, because now we can actually troubleshoot it from the software side instead of just being like, oh, hardware. Now, I'm not saying that that it couldn't be a hardware issue. I'm just saying that it has a higher probability of being a software-based issue than it does being a hardware-based issue. Well, starting with software-based troubleshooting to get to the hardware-based issue, if that makes sense. Because if we look at it from the hardware spec, so let's say I told her to reseat the graphics card. I told her to try to plug it in, and she plugs it in and she says, hey, I'm still having the issue. Then at that point, we would start to look to the software side. Okay. Whereas now, if we just say, hey, how did you figure that out? And it's like, okay, well, currently it just says Microsoft Display Adapter. And because it says Microsoft Display Adapter, whenever I try to right click it and install drivers, it errors out. Okay, game over. You see what I'm saying? It's faster, it's quicker, it's more efficient. You don't need to do receipts and all that. If it says, you know, Microsoft Display Adapter, and then you try to install the driver and it tells you no, go home, it's over. It's over. It's gone. It's gone. Kiss it goodbye. It's my 1080 tile all over again. That's exactly what happened. It's over. So if it tells you that, then you already know that that's the problem. So it's a quicker way of troubleshooting. That's how I know I'm getting better. It's like, okay, now I'm like, okay, well, how did you figure that out? So yeah, with this one here, I think that the GPU is going to be dead, but she can figure it out now in one step as opposed to 3. So yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, I think it's dead. Alrighty, so back to the beginning. Okay, yeah, back to the beginning. We'll pick up one more and then we'll break for a game and finish out. Okay, so maybe we have a couple more. So maybe we'll do a couple more and then we'll do the game. So this is from Steve Huffman. I wanted to see if Brody came back, so we can make sure that he's good. But Steve Huffman is a girl. Steve writes, unable to uninstall Phantom Discord app on my computer. Okay, I realized that a while back, Discord stopped opening up normally when I launch my computer. It just loads and then it's nothing but blank grayness. I decided to just get rid of Discord since I don't use it anyway, but when I tried uninstalling it, I noticed it just isn't even on my computer. It's not in applications. I have searched for it on a control panel and tried downloading a free uninstaller app, but it's not even there, even though it still tries to open when I launch. When I open properties for it in my dash, it says it is located in applications, but it's still not there or anywhere. Perhaps I tried uninstalling it incorrectly in the past and forgot about it. Want to get rid of it for good? Here are some pictures for context. Okay, black screen. Let's do it. Oh, okay. What it looks like when it's opened. App data local. That's where it's at. It's in app data local. And you could disable from there or remove it from there, app data local. You could, and see if it fixes it. But it's kind of a tacky way of doing it. Most people just say regedit. But well, you can remove the file from that location, and that should do it. Don't delete it though. Just cut and paste it into your desktop to see if it goes away. Also, you can just remove it from the startup apps by clicking on the Windows icon, then going to startup apps in the search and disabling it. Okay. Well, you can remove the file from the location, and that should do it. Don't delete, just cut and paste into your desktop to see if it goes away. Yeah, that's what I would do. It's in app data local, so you know you should be able to move that file and get it out of there. And then once you do that, it should go away. But if not, just let us know. More than likely, maybe somewhere in regedit. But you know, if you remove it from app data and it's not anywhere else, then more than likely you should be okay. But yeah, you may have to go to regedit if you move it from app data local and you still have the issue, you may have to go to regedit. Alrighty, I can only take a couple more. Okay, way too much water. Okay, deep fried amateur. Did I get that on my shirt? I'm trying to wear the Luka jersey to celebrate him scoring a gazillion fucking points. Deep fried amateur says, my Surface is struggling to turn on. Why? I'm getting so popular with these Surfaces. I had an old-ish Surface laptop that won't turn on. Every power cord you have won't light up when it's plugged in. I've checked multiple outlets. The minute I open the laptop, the screen lights up and shows the Windows logo for about a second before it turns off and does it again. It doesn't stop until I close it by pressing the power button, but it doesn't work. I also can't force a shut off because none of the keys seem to do anything. I would love suggestions considering Microsoft support is no help. That's fair. I have an odd-ish Surface laptop, an oldish, that won't turn on. Every power cord you have won't light up when it's plugged in. Well, if you remove the, if it's, what I'm thinking about is telling this man to what happens if you remove the battery, but I don't know what the battery will, if he removes the battery, I don't know how good he is. Like he may mess with and damage something, and then he comes at me and blames me for it. You know what I mean? So I don't really want to say that, because essentially what my mind was thinking is, okay, well, remove the battery and then try to plug it in without there being a battery to see if it turns on and it stays on. But now we're getting kind of into the hardware thing, and I don't want to go too far in depth with it, because if he damages his laptop, he's going to be upset. So there has to be a better way or a better answer that I can give him outside of just what I said there. So let me see. I also can't force a shut off because none of the keys seem to do anything. I would love any suggestions. Okay, well, this is a suggestion. What I would do is remove the battery from the laptop, then plug in the power cable, and then plug in the power cable and see if it turns on. It's possible you may have a faulty battery, but be careful with the battery as to not damage any of your components. Okay, I'll go ahead and say it. I just wanted to emphasize this is a suggestion. Just put it in all caps. I just don't want him to come at me like that. Be like, oh, hey, I did what you said and it didn't work and now my computer's dead. I hate you. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want that. So I'll just say this is a suggestion. That way he knows. I just, you know, when we start going into the straight hardware side of it, it's just like, you know, it's not that I can't do it. It's just, you know, I'm not a company. You know, I'm trying to create a charity. So it's so if I'm a company, then yeah, you'd have insurance and stuff like that. But if you're a charity, it's for profit. I mean, it's for nonprofit. So it's just to help people. You see what I'm saying? So I try to distinguish myself in that way. So I'm trying not to go too far into it because at that point, I'm just straight up PC repair. So I hope that helps, Deep Fried Amateur. And this is going to be the last one here, and just making sure. Alrighty, so let me check a few things. Okay, this is from Airdux. I like the name. Airdux writes, is my brand new Seagate hard drive faulty? Clicking noise issue. Link? Oh, it's no. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Y'all can hear it, but I can't. Or maybe y'all can't hear it. Here, let me switch to a chat where I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it. That there, friends, is the sound of a mechanical hard drive dying. The little turntable disk thingy seems to be faulty. Yeah, bro, that doesn't sound good. It sounds like it's time to get all your files. It sounds like it's time to get all your files off that drive, is what it sounds like. I bought this a few days ago. Let me switch it back so you guys can see. I bought this a few days ago. Actually, this is a replacement because the original drive that the seller sent me had the same clicking noise issue. Is the hard drive faulty or is there something wrong with my PC components? I've tried removing and testing each of my components, the GPU, one of my 8 gigs RAM, fan case, buying new SATA cases, blah, 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 blah. And still the issue persists. The clicking happens when loading a game, copying, reading files, and during gameplay. The drive is 100% health and no bad weak sectors. The total start-stop count is way too high due to the constant clicking down and up spinning noise. Yeah. Sounds like a hard drive on its last legs. That's what that is. Not anything else, really. Yeah. There's no alternative for that. If you power it on and you give it power and SATA, and that's what it sounds like, it's over. That's not even worth discussion. It's over. There's no, oh, what? No. It's over. It means that it's on its way out the door. Now, it can last longer. It can maybe not last longer, but it's pretty much over. Now, if you want to go into that hard drive and try to repair that, good luck. But most people just say it's over. It's over, bro. And plus, they just sent you that. I would just let them know, hey, this one's having the same problem. Can you send me another one? It can happen that you can get 2 in a row like that. Oh, the AIO issue. Okay, I wanted this. Okay, because I haven't had an AIO issue in forever. So Iggy Nub writes, CPU temps, 1 AIO fan causing high temp readings. To preface, I've solved my problem. I'm here because I cannot understand why it occurred and would appreciate any insight. Have you noticed that I diagnose? I am all about insight. Okay, you have a Be Quiet 280mm first gen AIO with a Ryzen 2700 micro ATX Asus ROG motherboard. Micro ATX. Okay, micro ATX, yeah. How it started. Moved my PC and air noises started from the AIO, accompanied by overheating, right? No problem. This happened when I moved house previously and requires burping the pump with some case manhandling. Correct. You shake it. Somewhere along the way from opening the case for better handling, I saw a fan was disconnected. I plugged it into a 4-in-1 fan hub connected to chassis 1 motherboard fan header. After handling the PC like a Rubik's Cube, exactly, and accomplishing solid 60 to 70 degree temps at BIOS, I moved on to reapplying thermal paste, concluded that the pump was dead, and eyeing off a Dark Rock 4 Pro. That's a good cooler. It's kind of a ways away from the AIO, but whatever. Somewhere along this timeline, I remember the other fan, and then the moment I unplugged it from the fan hub, the temp sensor returned to normal and the fan behavior returned to normal. The other fan. Okay, let me read that. Let me read that again. Somewhere along this timeline, I remembered the other fan, and then the moment I unplugged it from the fan hub, he has two fans, a 280 millimeter radiator. The fan hub, the temp sensor returned to normal and the fan behavior returned to normal. Before I had plugged it into the CPU fan header it normally lives in. Why? Why would a fan gaining power from another header slow affect temperature sensing? Would that not be a motherboard sensors? How would this rogue fan cause more heat operating rather than unplugged? A weird grounding issue. The fan could have been disconnected from the AIO and pulling air in for all the PC knew. Well, the PC can know a lot about a fan depending on how many pins are on it. Ideas, I'm confused as to how a fan's power source could affect a motherboard's temp sensor. I'll ask ASUS too, but I doubt I'll get a response. For clarification, one fan was always connected normally to the motherboard and the CPU fan slot via a splitter. I could understand if reconnecting another fan to a splitter dropped the temp sensor, but not disconnecting it entirely. I understand if reconnecting another fan to a splitter dropped the temp sensor, but not disconnecting it entirely. Okay, so you disconnected it, which fixed the sensor readout. Slow effect, temperature sensing. Let me think about this. Okay, so you're saying I remember the other fan, and then the moment I unplugged it from the fan hub, the temperature sensor returned to normal. Okay. Before I had plugged it into the CPU fan header it normally lives in. Why would a fan gaining power from another header slowly affect temperature sensors? Okay, well, originally I was thinking the fan on the other header that you unplugged was running at a different speed than the one on the motherboard, different RPM, causing it to get overly hot. It could have been a short from the shaking as also a possibility. Yeah, that's a kind of weird one. I can't even, it's hard for me to even picture her issue, because when we think about it and we think about everything that she's saying, some of it makes sense, but some of it doesn't. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it's doing and what it's saying, and I don't know if I can just from hearing her first statements, because it's like, okay, she has two fans going into a 280 millimeter AIO. One of them is plugged into the motherboard. One is then plugged into a separate fan header. And what was happening is she was getting really high temperatures, and she was starting to eye and going to a different cooler. And then she noticed that the other fan was going into the header, so she removed it, and it causes the sensors and everything to go right. So it sounds like you have a short. Or it could have been that the other fan was running at a different RPM, and that was making it overheat. But yeah, either a short or the fan, or something with the splitter, something along those lines. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll just go with that. I don't really have a good options because I wasn't there to see the whole thing. But these are one of those issues that are just so bulky that it's really hard to get a full conclusion. You just kind of have to go with the flow and just kind of hope for the best. But that's what I was thinking. But that's my shot. It's hard to get a good understanding of what happened. And because of that, it's hard to give a good answer. But we'll go with that. It is 9:42, you guys. Let me check my frame rates. Okay, everything looks good. Alrighty, so let's play a little bit of gaming. Let's just play around on Overwatch because it's only 18 minutes and that's not enough to do anything, but it is enough to play running around. So I want to play Diablo when it comes out, kinda, except I don't want to spend any money. So I'm probably not the person that they're catering that to. Also, I want to be online in case some issues happen whenever there's a problem, so I can support it. So there's a lot of things going on with that. But we'll go ahead and do this and finish up, and we should be good. Checking to see if anybody else came on now. So I don't care. So which one are we playing? Overwatch. Cool. I think you guys can hear me. All right. So let's just. We got what? 43 minutes. That's enough for a competitive match. I'll play whatever. So I don't even know what I'm gonna play, but I suck at DPS. I should probably tell you that right now. But it's rare that I would get a DPS in this situation. I'm okay with Reaper, but I'm not great. And then I'm okay with like Mei, which she was able to freeze people, but now I have no idea. Now you can't take on 1v1 fights with Mei because more than likely she'd probably lose them. So it's Mei's a different one. But I guess we'll find out. What am I? I'm a healer? Oh, that works. That works, yo. And Moira. Finally, I get to actually play a Moira on chat or on live stream. Just to show you how mediocre I am with her. I'm actually pretty good, but we'll see what kind of tank we get. If we get Hog, then you would want Kiriko, but I suck with Kiriko. Oh, Orisa works. Kinda. Orisa's okay.
My heart is strong.
All of her abilities are now on 20-second cooldown. So by the time the match starts, she may get them back. I'm joking. But we'll see what happens here. Diamond Challenger. Hilarious. Techno Knight. What are all these names?
Whatever awaits us, I am prepared.
Is that new or something? Lucy is gonna die. Nah, I'm joking. He'll probably be fine.
Much lies in store. Let us see.
I'm always impressed where people put their turrets. Some people put them in the best places.
3, 2, 1. You cannot escape me.
Ooh, look at that. Come on. What you running for? Did he just hit me too? I see her. I see her. No, son. No, son. No, son. Just no. Just no. Kiriko, seriously? You're not gonna teleport? Is that Widow? Widow. Anyway. Yo, Soldier's coming this way, you guys. Oh, no, he's not. Yo, Bastion. Oh, Orisa! Oh God! I'm about to hit you. What the hell? No. Get wrecked. No. Oh! No, no! Apparently, he actually can hit people. I mean, I could have killed him if he didn't have Kiriko behind him. Arrested, no, don't take that fight. Did he just try to kill me? And died for it. No, we already lost that. There's no point in fighting it. I already got ult. No. Don't fight him. Why take that fight? Wait till Arista gets back. No, no, son. If Kiriko was with him, I would have fired on him. You're gonna go for the ult, so. Noob. I'm taking it. Oh god. Where was this high noon at? Oh, here? Came back and killed him. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty cold. No. Yeah, where the rest of the crew at? Hi. You're not gonna kill me, bro. Oh god. Ah, I should have popped to the ground. That was stupid. Kill them! Kinda, hopefully. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Yo, this Doom is getting way more annoying than normal. I couldn't even do anything. That man is accurate. Moira, can you heal more, please? Trying to. Okay, that is kind of low, you're right. But the other healer isn't dealing any damage. Junk, why would you do that? Can't everybody teleport to people? Where'd he go? Did he teleport? Oh, there he went. He obviously has superpowers. Okay. Now I'm actually trying, so it's kind of hard to talk and try. Come on, give me some energies. Oh, sniped. I didn't even know he popped high noon. I didn't even hear it. But whatever.
To start anew. 60 seconds remaining.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, that was bad. That was terrible. Ah, he's good. Doom does a lot of damage now. 2-1. Oh god, I jumped off? Oh god, that's stupid. Hi, I. How's it going, bro? I'm just getting destroyed in Overwatch. Pay me no mind.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
There.
Humanity is shackled. I find the key.
Hey,
Look at their heals. They're at 14, and we're at 14. What's the problem?
I'll see this matter resolved.
You better keep up. This isn't a daycare.
kids can surprise you.
And I better not be disappointed.
Kids also disappoint you.
5, 4,
What?
3, 2,
What are you talking about? Yes, I do.
attack. Escort. Let us keep our questionable choices to a minimum.
Oh god.
Evolution
Spooner.
is a painful path to war. Cure for all the days.
Oh god, they had him in a corner. Okay. Now I'm upset, and this is why you don't talk to people in chat. You just kind of do your thing, because now I'm thinking about it. Whatever. Get that. Look at the heals. It's not a big difference. They have 19k, we have 19k. Jesus Christ. take that. Stop getting hit with that. Oh God. Oh God. Ah. What you gonna do? There we go. We have 23K, 24K, and they have 26. It's not that big a deal. Oh my God, this Mercy. Kill the Kiriko. Make her teleport. There we go. I can't even talk. I'm so busy trying to win. Ugh. Okay, we can ult this. Oh my God. Oh my God, I did not want to go in there.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Peak performance.
Be nourished.
30 seconds remaining.
Come on, come on, come on. Run, run, run. Ugh. Too late. Ugh. 28K. Man, what?
I've dealt with
See if we can get there in time. Kimmel.
Help me move the payload.
No! Oh, we got it. Okay. Okay, I thought it was over. Not even close.
3-3.
Great. We were good. Okay. Okay. what kind of computer do I have? I have a lot. So I have this computer here that we're gaming on is a 7950X and a 4090 with 64 gigs of RAM. And that's typically what I do for video editing, for content creation and streaming and stuff like that. You're all pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, I would say so for them. And that's kind of what I use. But then I also have a portable PC that has a 3900X and a 3090. So kind of just...
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
So I just kind of alternate if I'm traveling. Yeah. Good, Anna. I could mercy and fly with you if you want a monkey.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
See and fly with you if you want a monkey.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 60 seconds. Minute.
Speeding on power, don't be too reckless out there.
Oh god. Oh god, yes. That's not gonna work.
30 seconds.
Ooh, yeah, that was horrible. We didn't go nowhere. Yeah, it's not gonna work. He just hooked you to death. Wait till he burns that hook. Oh god, twice? Get on the point. Oh man, what the hell? Bro. He hit you twice with that, bro. He hit you twice. Trying to get back quick. Bro, if we win this is gonna be crazy. Please don't get that hook. I swear, if you get hooked again, I'm gonna lose it! Stop getting hooked! No. No. Ignore him. Don't take that fight. Well, they can, I guess. Come on, Bastion. Wake up. Bro, this isn't bad. You gotta admit, this is pretty clean. Hey! Look at you! I'm so proud! I'm so proud! Oh! The Reaper! Which processor is better, Intel or AMD? Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. I would say they're both kind of on par with each other, but AMD has more bugs. Just if we're talking about a global option. Kiriko's nice for the hog. If you're gonna go Kiriko, if you want to go hog with it, we can go soldier. Yeah, let's mercy it.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Let's try it.
You better keep up. This isn't a daycare.
Kids can surprise you.
And I better not be disappointed.
So we'll try to mercy it, see if this is better.
I like your mask.
If we can stop them, then we have a pretty good shot.
I like your mask, dude.
What is the best Intel chip? There's a new one. I think it's like 13900K or something like that. But I don't know. I guess me personally, if you're asking my personal opinion, the best chip is the chip that's best for your situation. It's not really a best chip. Because you may your situation, you may go with it, but you may hate heat. You see what I'm saying? And it may have too much heat for you, so you may not want to do that. So it really just kind of depends. Behind you. Too far. Too far. You're too deep. Too deep. Come back. Ah, shit. That's bad. That was bad. I should have never gone for that res. He was too deep. I was trying to go for it because they didn't notice me, but that was just stupid. That was stupid. That Reaper flank really hurt. Get it! Get it, Hog! Get it, Hog! Nice! Nice! GG. All that trash talk, bro! All that trash talk! It's 17 and 19K! It's really not that bad. Look at this! It's not bad! I can't with some people. They just think still lowest amount of heals. I can't. This is the reason why I don't play Overwatch. If anybody ever wanted to know the reason why I don't play Overwatch, that is the reason why I don't play Overwatch. You can't even get into your character and get into a good fight without somebody, oh, it's Moira, she doesn't have enough heal. Oh, it's this and this happened and this happened. There's certain situations that can happen. Like, for example, if Kiriko is with you 24/7, right? And Kiriko can teleport to the tank. And Moira puts herself in situations where she may not be able to teleport to the tank. She may flank out, and now she's with the DPS, and so she has to heal the DPS, but they're not taking too much damage because they're ranged DPS. Then you're not going to heal as much as a Kiriko healing the tank. You see what I'm saying? So it's just so much, whatever. That's the kind of things that annoy me. Because it's like, okay, well, you're saying, okay, well, I should be on the tank and healing the tank. It's not like I wasn't healing the tank, but at the same time, Kiriko is better for that because she can get the hell out of the way and she can teleport in and out. So I don't know. I can't with Overwatch. That kind of stuff just irritates me. And this is one of the reasons why I don't play it. But I think one match puts us at 10-11. So it's nighttime. But yeah, I would say with the Intel chip, now that I can answer it properly and I'm not annoyed anymore, I would say with the Intel chip there, it's the best is really what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody might say, oh yeah, just buy the most expensive one. But the most expensive one may not be best with you because the most expensive one is also a fireball. So if you don't have the right coolant, then it may not be the best for you. You see what I'm saying? Or if you want to put it in a case that you really like and you don't want to get rid of that case, then it may not be the best. You see what I'm saying? So it really just kind of depends on your situation. So if you gave me your specs and said, hey, I'm looking at between this cooler and this cooler and this cooler, this GPU and this GPU and so on and so forth, I can kind of lead you in the right direction, especially if you tell me what you're trying to use it for. But overall, I would say there is no best CPU. It's the best CPU for the situation, and that's really the answer you want to give. Otherwise, anybody who tells you otherwise is just trying to get money, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well if this is the best processor, then you should go with this one." No, it depends on the situation. I have a 7950X because I want to troubleshoot the issues that happen with a 7950X. Plus, I edit and I stream and I can switch inputs and all this kind of stuff. And I already had the ITX board because I wanted to experiment with it because it was a different board with a Hive external USB, and I wanted to be able to troubleshoot it. Now, your situation may be totally different. You may just want to stream and edit and stuff like that, in which case both will be good. You see what I'm saying? But you have an AMD processor or an AMD GPU, and it's like a 6000 GPU, and you may not have the right codec. So you may want to choose to go with a faster CPU that can handle rendering as opposed to a slower CPU because your GPU encoder is kind of You see what I'm saying? So it's so many different scenarios to put in there, but it really just depends on just what's best for you. So if I have more information on what computer you're trying to build, then I can point you in the right direction. And yeah, so I think we made up our time, and that's going to do it for today's episode. I thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what happened with Overwatch. I just that's why I don't like, I got to stop playing competitive Overwatch because I play competitive Overwatch and I'm not good enough to really just be at that level. So it takes me out of my game and it takes me out of entertaining. It's more of a trying to win than it is entertaining. And then you got tanks that are like, oh, you have the worst heals and you're doing damage, but you have the worst heals. And it's like, well, Moira, it really kind of depends on situations and whatever. I'm not about to get into it. So we won, whatever. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't play Overwatch anymore. I cannot stand it. Because if you go tank, right? Then you lose, they blame the tank. If you go heals and you lose, they blame the heal. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, well, unless you are pumping out 1,000,000 HP or heals and that's all you do, then you're not doing your job. But my job may be killing that healer before that healer reses this person. You see what I'm saying? So there's different ways of looking at healing than just healing, right? So or stalling a point or something like that. Nobody ever gets on Lucio if Lucio is trying to hold a point and stop somebody from taking a point. You see what I'm saying? But his heals are low because of it. They'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, Lucio is doing that because that's what Lucio does. But when Moira does something like that, or when Moira does something to try to take out a backline, to try to shift the function of a play, all of a sudden it's a bad play. So I've never liked that negativity that Moira has. Even if Moira had the highest heals, she would still get downplayed because her DPS is low. You see what I'm saying? So you can never really strike a good balance that everybody will be happy with as a healer, and you can never really strike a good balance with that everybody else will be happy with as a tank. Because if you go Ron and you shield and have 10,000 shields but 6,000 damage, and they go Diva and have 12,000 damage but no shields and like 2k shields, then they're gonna think that Diva is better than you. You see what I'm saying? And they're like, oh wow, tank difference, you trash. Can you switch to something else and something like that? Now, of course, you won't go Ron 24/7 if you're going against a Diva. You'll switch to a Zara or something, but at the same time, the issue still remains. If you even get outplayed by a little bit from their tank, or if you get outplayed by a little bit from their healer, or if you're doing something different for the team, they don't count that. They only count the things that they see. So it's just whatever. That's why I don't like competitive. If anybody ever wanted to know why I don't like Overwatch competitive, that's why I don't like it. Because it's supposed to be a team sport, and you're supposed to be doing different things to help the team. And so, by you saying, oh yeah, your heals are trash because you're being out-healed, even though we're at the beginning of the match and we're in the first round, like, come on, man. You gotta let it happen. I may have my ult, and she may have had her ult, and you see what I'm saying? So, or she may have been with you and I couldn't be with you at the time, and I was in the back line with the DPS trying to kill the Reaper because the Reaper was flanking, or because Doomfist knocked me 20 feet away and Kiriko was just behind you and the Doomfist is charging me. You see what I'm saying? There's so many different things. Like, they may say, oh yeah, your Mercy is terrible, but if my Mercy is getting, flanked by a Reaper and a Doomfist, you can't then say that the healers is, you see what I'm saying? You're not looking behind you. You're one tank. You can only see so much. So whatever. It put me on a spiel. Now it has me completely upset and trying to explain exactly why I don't like competitive. I don't like competitive. I don't like where it is now when it's one tank and it's two healers. And if you do something different on healer, then you're a bad healer. But if I go Mercy and we get smoked because we didn't have enough DPS, then you're like, oh, okay, well, the DPS needs to step up. Well, we still lost. You see what I'm saying? So what did it really prove? You know what I mean? And then if we're like, okay, well, if you go with a tank and you go with a particular tank that handled this situation and they counter it and now their DPS is higher, but your mitigation is higher, they're going to think that tank is better. And it's just whatever. I only play characters that take responsibility. So if I play a healer, I play a healer and they're going to blame the healer. If I play a tank, I play a tank and they're going to blame the tank. I don't play DPS. And so yeah, it's whatever. And then when you have the tank blaming the healer for not healing enough, then it's just frustrating altogether because you're healing. It's just that certain situations, they have a doom. This man, I'm trying to run away from him so I don't get hit by his punch. So I'm trying to get out of the situation. So the doom is diving the back line and then he's going to me to try to kill me. You see what I'm saying? Whereas Kiriko may be over here flanking with the tank. You see what I'm saying? Because we had what? We had like Hog or something like that. So you're over here trying to flank with the tank. And you're over here with the Hog. And I'm over here with the DPS getting flanked by Doom. So you got to understand that situation. There's certain things that you can do and there's certain things you can't do in that situation. But the last thing you can do is die. So if I fade out every time I hear his rocket try to go off, thinking that, you know, I don't want to get hit by that, then I'm not going to be near the tank enough to heal him right there. Whereas Kiriko is right behind him because she can teleport directly to the tank. You see what I'm saying? So it's just whatevs. We won, whatevs. But okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to keep going on a rant if I don't stop talking. And for some reason, my recording keeps stopping. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm not liking that because I'm not sure where it stops at, but it does stop. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, go ahead and like button. If you really like it, comment and subscribe. I love you either way. Take care. All the best and bye.